Got a ticket to the madhouse, let the shows begin. First stop, the Players Club, roll the dice. Crits on the table, every quest feels twice as nice. These stories collide, paranormal echoes creeping up my spine. The asylum paranormal, shadows talking back, ghosts in the hallway, we're tuned to the track. Coming times fire that fearless spark. Got Pixie laughing through another raid. Power combo calling every play. Paranormal footsteps in the halls. The asylum's got you. Answer the call.
Let's get this shit show started and see if we can actually build a guitar.
That scratch, roaring through the stack tonight. Cheap guitar turn battle axe in their hands of die. We're making this red stage ready. Turn that dust into a scream. Play it fast and hard and heavy. Make it sing like it believes. Yeah, this market bull county gonna cut right through the noise. HaVoC, Goose and 1-6 string, set to break the walls. Not toys.
See, the mic just wouldn't work. Okay. Oh, this kind of day we're having. Yes, I'm a Cubs fan. I'm a Bears fan too. And I was just gonna say, welcome, Princess Lillian. Sorry, I had to make you wait. Because building guitars is, and then setting up extra cameras and shit like that is not time consuming at all. I have Caesar with me, but because we have limited space to do this with camera room, Caesar's on the line. So say hello, Caesar.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for, we're going to learn something new.
Yes, I'm a
We're going to learn
Cubs fan.
something new.
I'm a Cubs fan because I cannot stand the shitty Cardinals. So anyway, so we took some liberties and did some things early, but I can show you what I'll show you what we did. Doesn't so much look like a guitar anymore, does it?
No, it doesn't.
That's because we put in we needed to put in some new electronics there. It's hard to use the cameras backwards to move things with your fingers. Those are what are called pots, and they're basically the other side of these knobs. They control the resonance and stuff like that. The ones that they had in it were about dime size. These are about a nickel, which is bigger. It wouldn't take quarter sized ones because, well, it just had shit tons of feedback. Goose did all the soldering in there, but that's what it is the red and yellows lead from, there's your two volumes. I can't see do this. This one and this one are the volume. And then that one up there is the tone. And then the wires run up. It looks like it, doesn't it? No, this is just me tearing apart. And if you hit anyone with one of these, they'd fucking be knocked out for years. These are, we ended up changing these already. These are ceramic pickups. The other pickups weren't any good. So those were changed. Those were those wire leads. And then the other wires lead to the, God dang it, the toggle. And it's set up back there. So that part was already done. We went ahead and did, because this took about 2 hours. And with burns, dirt, dust, sawdust, shit like that, I don't think it would have been very entertaining.
Well, it could have been entertaining.
It wouldn't have
I don't
been.
understand why.
It wouldn't have been, because we would have had to edit most of it.
Most of it would have had to been edited, huh?
Yeah, you burnt me, you son of a bitch. Swap. God damn it, Dad, that hurt. So, yeah, and see, you have to have proper attire on. I could not find the ZZ Top shirt, or that would have been a little worse. So, I've got my Motley Crue shirt on. Well, work. Oh, I guess you want to see the rest of the shit, right? We're going to do a lot of focus
Hey,
on
Big
this.
Cheap Man. And the local Illuminati's here.
Yep.
All right. Filling up.
We're going to work a lot on the neck, and then the body's going to have hardware issues. This is a plastic nut. This damn thing's getting taken off. Along the side of the fretboard, you can see the edges. That's enough to leave marks on your fingers. So I'm going to show people how to tone that down. And then, because it's a cheap guitar, I guarantee you some of these are sticking higher than others. So I will teach you how to level those. And if the neck needs straightened, I'll teach you how to pop this and get in there and straighten the neck with the truss rod. Because it's not righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Just doesn't work that way. So, and then it needed some serious hardware changes. Because this was
How much do you have to go?
Huh?
How much you have to go with when you change the inside? Like completely gutted or anything salvageable?
All of it was replaced except the toggle switch and the pickup, the inlay, the pickup, and the toggle switch are original to it. I think we even changed the pickup covers because they were kind of flat. They were like a flat black. But this was the tailpiece they had on it. This sucks. These always suck. They look dumb. I don't like them. And then it has what's called a bridge point bridge. So basically what happens is your string goes, that sets in the back, you run your string through it, that holds it out of the string, and then they run over the bridge down the fretboard. I don't know if you can, how well you can see those and if it's going to zoom in. Do you see where the problem could be with these? They wear out your strings very quickly, and they break them, and they cut them. And they don't have
I can see that.
They don't have a high travel line for intonation. And I'll teach people how to do that. Intonation is basically making the guitar in tune with itself. So those are trash. So this is what I've got for our hardware stuff. Thanks to Fender and Geiger. God, I mispronounced the sponsor's name. We've got some Fender 9s. Good shit. This is just for looks. Well, yeah, here. It's covered in black graphite, but this is a cattle bone nut It's got two nuts. Sorry. Guitar joke fell flat. You're supposed to laugh, people. Don't make me hit the laugh track. Because it's American flag,
They
and
can't be doing it tonight.
because it's American flag, you know, I really thought these were appropriate. That will be its knobs. Obviously, where the one round
Okay, I
in,
can see
it's
that.
where its point is. Can you see it, or does it just glare off of it? There, I think you can see
No,
it.
I can
There we
see
go.
it.
So these will be its replacement knobs. It's a revolver chamber.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Yep. Then the part that's going to help the pickups, or better at least. I don't need those in it. Okay. This no, that's not. Where's the sheet? Tailpiece go? See, they all look the fucking same. Oh, I got too much shit sitting here from working on this thing. Okay, this was the bar that was on it, the tail. This is the one that's going on it. So, I don't know. This looks cool, doesn't it? Does it look $20 cooler? And then,
Waiting to see it. Okay, yeah, now I can see it. It does
and
look
then,
cooler. I like that.
okay, here was the bridge that came with it. Right, this is cheap. By the way, whenever you try loading the spring on these, chances are this is going to snap. And remember how I told you these cut strings, they wear them out too easy?
Yeah.
I've got a roller bridge for it. A lot more travel on the springs. It's higher quality. So I don't know if I can get close enough where you can see it. So you can see instead of spikes, these roll.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So,
can see that.
so the string can travel on it. That's pretty much it for the hardware that it needed, other than the shit we put inside of it. Oh, let's see. I gotta travel. Yeah, it's got two humbuckers on it. So it's got set right now. This is standard LP, except they've got ceramic on them instead of the open twist coil. But we took these and we potted them, so they've got a shit ton of beeswax in them. So they should not become microphonic. I'm hoping. Like I said, this guitar I don't have a shit ton of hope on. Because we were throwing shit together. So let me see if let me check the cameras over there. Oh, yep. See, okay. There's that one. Oh, that's me. Okay, there's tail. Now that's where I've been ripping shit apart. Okay. I've got to go a couple offices down. Goose, since he did the electronics, wants to make sure I'm the one that files my fingers off. So he'll be joining you to talk with you and to send and answer some questions for you. So if you have questions, let me know. If you can't see something and you want to see it, let me know. I'll do the best I can because I can't see anything. So,
Yeah, I'll be relaying those messages.
Goose, if you can hear me, let's switch rooms.
Yeah, right now the audio is quiet. I'm not hearing anything.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Hey, what's happening, Goose?
Pretty good. I'm getting through. So, no, I did not find a mark. Okay, okay, I gotta talk. Oh no. Uh,
Yeah, cut in a little bit. Speak.
yeah. So Illuminati
All right, cool. You coming in?
once had a.
Coming in better.
Oh, okay, I'm coming in good.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it. I was looking at the the YouTube thing, forgetting that it's delayed.
Yeah, local Illuminati talking about having a flying V style Jackson
Like the one Randy Rhodes
RR3.
played.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Any flying V that I've been around is high maintenance. Those are pains in the ass to work with. We uh we have one. It's, if I recall correctly, flying V. Yeah, it we had to even changing the strings was a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's
definitely
right.
sounds like having to use an Allen wrench on that. Mm. Probably doesn't make it easy, huh, Goose?
No. Oh, I will be back momentarily.
Yeah, that definitely does not sound like it'd be a fun time. And it looks like Gamers is signing. Oh, I think Goose is going to be doing a little signature on there. Oh no, I think that's Gamer's hand again.
I got a little fancy graph or autograph, you know.
Yeah, Illuminati was mentioning string change is definitely different than your normal guitar, referring to the Flying V that he was talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be our plate that goes on the back, autograph, you know, for the
Mm-hmm.
people. Yeah, no, flying V's, like I said, they're cause I'm trying to think. We had a Jackson too, right? Yeah, that was just, yeah, the Zach Wild. Oh, I'm sorry. I know some guitars. I can work the electronics. Don't get me wrong. But and he's taught me here and there on working on them. But names of things, it's like looking at a car and like, oh, it makes sense to do this and that and the other. But having no clue what the part names are, I um I'm lost on part names. But I can be like, yeah, I know what that does. Uh,
If I know where to hit the button.
yeah. So Illuminati's talking about that the string changes were different and that certain gauge strings made a huge impact as well. Yeah, on according to my father on Floyd Rose bridges, that's that's a thing. That's words. Like I said, let's see.
The The gauge string, that's higher the number, smaller the size of the string type of thing.
Oh, he's apparently doing the spooky thing that scares everybody. Now, what was your question, Caesar? What were you asking me?
The gauge of the strings, like the higher the number, the thinner the string, so to speak.
Yeah. So the smaller the number, the thinner, and then like as it goes up, they get thicker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you now.
Okay, so he's taking the nut out, or the nuts off. He's getting spooky.
No.
You know, apparently that's real
We're
spooky
taking
to most guitarists. Hmm. I don't get why you would ever super glue anything in on something that can be changed. It's like, so if I know anything, I know computers. Okay. So I was working on one of mine. Okay. I was working on
Mhm.
my old laptop. And the thing that pissed me off the most with it was whoever had it before me couldn't get the screws to fit back right into the heatsink. So their genius idea was to solder them in. Now, so some computer stuff while he's doing his thing, setting it up. Um, is the heatsink, that sits over your CPU, right? Or
Mhm.
yeah, just your CPU to keep it cooled down. Um, you can't take that off if it's soldered in. So whenever I was trying to just change the thermal paste to make sure my computer didn't absolutely fucking explode, because it was cranking out like 85 degrees Celsius with one tab open. When when I was going to take it
Mm.
off, I'm sitting there and I'm stripping screw through screw, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Well, I finally take it up to a Geek Squad, and they're like, "Yeah, we can take it off. It's pretty cheap." Surprisingly, for computer repair, it is like I don't. For me, I'd want a lot more money to do stuff like that because that is a lot of small parts. But they get it off, and they're like, "Yeah, did you solder these back in last time you did this?" And I'm like, "No, this computer's relatively new to me." Like I'd gotten it from a buddy that had it for a few years, and then so and when he gave it to me, and they're like, yeah, their genius idea was solder it in. I'm like, damn. So, and I wasted a solid 3 hours trying to get that stuff out. I can't agree,
Wow,
Illuminati.
3 hours.
I can't agree. There is a lot that goes into it because, like, I've done the string degreasing and the fretboard cleaning and the body polishing. That is, and it's so much. It just takes so long to do. I don't know about computers being easier to maintain. Yes. Oh, what's up, Devin? To maintain, I can agree. They
Hey,
are a
Devin.
bit easier to maintain, but like internal work, depending on what you're trying to get to, I don't know. Cause my like if you're going into like pin work, on your GPU and shit like that, then yeah, you're gonna be spending a bit of time at your computer. But that's opinion based. I don't know. I don't know guitars, so I can't argue if it's easier or harder. I know computers, you know. And then it's like, oh, are you getting blue screen to death? I hate the B-sod.
That's like gamers is getting things set up.
Yeah, he's
So right.
trying to see. Hold on, I'll give him a holler. Hey, use your
Because he's
get it closer
I
to the
think he's taking
cable.
off the screws on top.
Okay. We don't know what you're doing. Oh, he's gluing nuts. He's gotta he's gotta put his nuts on his neck. Uh yeah, learning the components is definitely a big thing. Um it's just one of those things. It's like, for me, I got what you meant about the internal work is about the same. Like, whenever we did the electronics portion of it, it was fairly simple, you know, like I didn't have a too much of a problem cuz of, but yeah, it's definitely just a struggle to learn like how they work together, if that makes sense. Uh, what's up, Caesar?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I tried I tried learning guitar internals. Like I said, it's definitely just a lot of like time consuming work. And it sucks to do because there's so many small parts, you know. Like the
Oh yeah,
easy
know
part,
what goes where, how it's
y-
all supposed to fit together to where it works. I
especially,
imagine just one wrong solder would make it go wrong. You know.
all right, he's going into the fret leveling. Now, I do know that if he fucks this up,
Mm.
we better not. If he fucks this up, what'll happen is the guitar becomes relatively unplayable. You
Ooh.
you can work it, but it becomes a lot harder. Oh, I do the same thing. My actual the taking pictures. I started doing that back when I was in. Always also got to check the neck to make sure it's straight. Is it? I got an all
That's
clear.
a good tip, Illuminati. Taking pictures as you dismantle it, so you know what goes where. You get lost. You have a point of reference.
Yeah, so right now with the neck leveling, right, he's just doing, so it has to bow a little bit because if it's perfectly straight, then, you know, getting that pressure right is goofy. So the bend in it kind of helps the player,
Hmm.
and it'll stop the string from like hitting the fret. He's taking a rocker, or the rocker. Move it down closer to the uh okay, he's doing slow work. Eventually, we'll see it. It is taking a moment. Yeah, yeah, a little bit. I see your hand rocking. So he's getting it to rock right now. So it means a fret's high. Like I said, you guys will get a better view of it whenever he gets down to the lower frets. It's harder to see up at the top with our camera positioning. Oh. So when there's no rock, like right now, that should mean that all the frets are level. So the way he does it is he like marks high frets, right? So that way he can easier identify which ones need to get filed down.
He goes down the line, making his marks, so he knows exactly where to sand
Yeah.
or file.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's all just kind of bringing it down a little bit. Um, I don't think. Hey, yeah, I agree, Illuminati. Hit that like, subscribe. You know, if you want, hit the little bell. You'll get our notification when we're coming on. It'll tell you all the
Yeah, and
good
join that
times.
Discord.
Oh yes, and the Discord. Now I don't know. I don't know how to
Yeah, link for the
run that.
Discord.
But yeah, come on, hop on in the Discord. You know, we got A good group of people in there sit and chat around.
That is right there in the description.
Oh, that's true. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my first time here, but it's my first time back here where I'm looking at everything and like monitoring, and so I don't know where to look. But our people were on it. That's how you know we got a good community.
hmm
But on the point
So
of taking,
when
sorry.
he does that, excuse me, when he does that, is it like a file or sandpaper?
So it's like
When he's-
it's a sanding block. So it's your average stuff that like. Well, it's meant for metal, but you'd see it in other shops for
Yeah,
small kind of
no, I
sanding
gotcha.
stuff. Yeah. The bad part is about like guitar work is a lot of the stuff you use for it is very specific to guitars. So you got a screwdriver obviously, but and stuff like that. But the problem comes down to so yeah, and he's like the the screwdriver he has is built specifically for guitars, and that's the problem with everything is it's so specific. I That's the one problem I had with it was I also had to learn new tools because most trades they take pretty much the same tools,
hmm
and so
Yeah,
whenever
you can
you're
do a lot of things with the screwdriver, but sounds like when you start messing with guitars, you have some very tools that you can only use, with that instrument, maybe
yeah,
specifically for something you need to do.
it's like I don't remember when it was, but I got a uh there's those little thumb pianos, a kalimba, that's what it's called, right? I got one and it gave me this tiny tuning hammer, right? And I did learn how to play this. I wanted to. It was an intriguing prospect. So I remember I was sitting there tapping away, getting it in tune, and uh, and I was sitting there, and I kept like tapping it on my table, and I found out that it was a pretty good drumstick. I couldn't find any other use for it. No, I used it for something else. I think I used it as like a little pry tool to pop open computers at one point. Like I'd take like a little end of a
Hmm.
screwdriver because you'd think like those tiny you don't want to use a big hammer on a tiny flathead. So I'd be taking that to the back of it, but I loved using it as a drumstick. I sat and used that more than I did the kalimba. Just sit there tinking away. Should have got another tuning hammer and made it like what are those things? Xylophones? Where you get the little
Yeah, you have that little like the stick with the cotton end, I think. And you're able to hit it on those keys.
yeah. Oh yeah, Illuminati. Yeah, getting so we have one. We have the like a special set of rims on a vehicle that requires a special tool to tighten them. So to that, on my second car, the Pontiac, he's trying to argue it's his car, my car. Anyway, uh, so we oh he's gonna inform us. Okay, so all the marks are gone, right? Whenever you look, can you give it like a little slide for us? That way they can see all of the neck. Okay. So with all the marks gone, they should all be level. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, they cleaned it up. Oh, local Illuminati, former Maytag man. Do tell. I
Right.
am very illiterate to this world.
So just to inform what's happening. So right now, it's long strokes on the neck. Okay, and the big thing with that is you want to make sure they all stay level, right? With a, he starts it with a rough grit. Excuse me, not rough grip. That do not take a rough grip on the neck.
Yeah,
Anyway, so
rough
that's
grit.
to get them all level, so that they so that like Illuminati said, so that it's smooth transitioning. So yeah, So after after he runs it down with the first long strokes of the neck, that should be the first polish, or the first one sanding it down. My bad. The second one is the polish. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Illuminati, tell us about your days in Maytag. I'm curious. I didn't I didn't know top load washing machines had transmissions. That's you learn something new
Hmm.
every day. Maybe
Hmm.
I'm the one getting a fun fact today.
Yeah, that it might be, change of pace for you. You're being given one instead of you giving us one.
I
I
unfortunately
know you
didn't.
got mighty quiet.
I
Probably
unfortunately didn't.
typing up a storm right now.
Yeah. I unfortunately did not come prepared with a fun fact. Sorry guys. I would have. I was looking at some, but I was like, man, none of this really is sparking my intrigue. And then I get a holler, and he's like, "Yeah, it's go time." I'm like, "Oh, damn." I was kind of lacking. 8 years?
8 years of learning the skill.
8 years is wow. It's like
That's dedication.
yeah. No, that's insane actually. That's a lot of time to just change a washing machine transmission. I imagine you do more. I imagine you do more. I'm not belittling. That's just that's the so right now, right? So, so with the sanding, it's it can get a little rough. So what he's doing right now, if you see that little bar around the fret, uh and then like down on the corners, what he's doing is he's taking off those rougher edges. So that way, when you're sliding your hand down the neck to, change your octave or go between chords and stuff like that, you don't cut your fingers. Uh
Yeah,
Personal
he's saying he's
experience, that's
smoothing
not
it down.
yeah. I imagine delivery has to be awful for washing machines. Cause I've had to drive like trailer trucks, and my first experience in one was we were going to a hotel, and I was with one of my or a few of my buddies, and the first thing we got to do is get into a parking space. So we get in, we drop our shit in our rooms. That of course goes swimmingly because hotels, they love to keep track of their consumers, I guess, their guests. So they argue with me for about half an hour about how I don't have a room. Um, and then we're going to leave, right? And he backs out, and the first thing he does is slam the trailer into another truck. And we were supposed to go out and get dinner.
Oh,
We'd been on a 6 hour drive already, and he just when I say slams, that's definitely over exaggerating. He gave it a little bump. There was barely even a dent in uh the like
in the
his
bumper.
front bumper, yeah. and the dude came out and he was like, "I'm not even worried about this." But let us say we did not let him drive anymore. And he's sitting there out of everyone. He's talking about like, yeah, I got licenses to drive these from work. So I can do this day in, day out. And like I said, because he didn't drive up. He was just driving out to go get us dinner because one of my other buddies that drove us up, he was tired as hell, That's when I learned how to drive a trailer truck up there because, someone had to do it other than him.
When, yeah, you guys might still be back there trying to decide who's driving because nobody trusts, that guy behind the wheel.
Yeah.
How was that experience? Did you enjoy it? A little nervous?
Illuminati, did you ever consider like, so you're saying at this day and age, no one could pay you to get back on the road doing deliveries, right? Now, back in my time working at Dollar General, okay, a faithful employee, they the drivers used to come and talk to me because they'd have to stay overnight in the trucks, and they got their little sleeping at quarters and stuff like that in there. But I talked to them about how much money they made, and it was crazy how they were making damn near triple. So I don't know, Illuminati. It can't be that bad. I think they were talking about getting some like $35 an hour. Like, that's free money to drive a truck.
Yeah, he's saying too many idiots on the road these days, and yeah, there are a lot of idiots out there.
There are.
Yeah, sometimes the money isn't worth it having to go out there and deal with, morons that don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, consider it, right? Like where you work now, I guarantee anywhere you work, you're dealing with idiots. There's coworkers, that look. Yes, the money is there. Is it worth your sanity, though? I do things that drive me absolutely insane for money. Minimum wage is a boy's got to eat. A boy's got to eat. I've done my fair share of customer service, and trust me, I don't get why people come in and blame me for stuff like low stock. I was but your lowly employee. Your average John, working the day shift, just trying to drink a monster and get through. And then someone comes in and they're mad we don't have a Tombstone Supreme pizza in the freezer. Like, brother, I got no control of that.
Yeah, they have to take their frustrations out on somebody.
Yeah.
They can't, deal with it like an adult. Like, yeah, I go to another store. No, they gotta throw a bit. Yeah, I want my pizza. It's like, fuck, go out there and get the truck here faster. Go fucking haul it in for me, big boy. Come on, show me how hungry you are.
Alright, so right now,
They just want to bitch at you. Yeah, what is he doing right now?
he's rounding the frets. Can you push it more? No. I know. Can you like push it more forward toward that way? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, further away from you. Yeah, so he's complaining about delicate work. No, we need to see the work. We gotta understand it. You're teaching the audience and I. Yeah, he does not like working
Yeah, there we go.
overtime.
Now it's in frame.
Yeah, there you go. Now we're seeing it. We're seeing the beauty of the work. Uh, I I can understand wanting to be in one spot, Illuminati. Like, I don't like times that I've been gone for a while. I'm not a big fan of. Yeah. So the fret ends, he's talking about the beauty of them. They're coming in a little blurry, but yeah, take it, tilt it down towards the table a little bit. There we go. Yeah. There's just a bad glare from the light above, but it does look a lot better. Trust me. Whenever I was dealing with it, I saw it, and you could tell how sharp the corners were on them. It was pretty rough. But no, I get wanting to stay in one spot. I've been away like a few times where I've been gone for 2 weeks and stuff like that. That's not fun. And imagine being in a collision that wasn't my fault, dealing with them, having to inform a pissed off customer, and then your employer being on your balls. Yeah, so short to enunciate on the story, the truck was not ours. So whenever we hit that trailer, the dude was really chill. However, the truck owner was not very happy.
Yeah, I imagine he was pretty pissed off,
Oh yeah, he
wanting to blame anybody he can.
yeah, I got blamed. So I didn't get out because I was making a call to figure out the problem with the hotel. I didn't get out. And he blamed me because I wasn't looking I didn't get out of the truck to make sure when he was backing up, because he's like, whenever you guys are in, open parking slots, do that. And I'm like, well, this isn't really an open parking lot. It's closed. Not a lot of people are coming and going, Like it was, we get there, it's 5:30 at night. Most people aren't checking into a hotel at that point. So I was like, hey, yeah, we're not going to hit anything. No one's going to run up on us. It seems we're going to run up on something, though.
Yeah, he made sure of that.
And his whole excuse was the rear view mirror was different because he didn't adjust it before he backed up. Like, that made things any better because he should have adjusted it before he backed up.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely making himself look worse. Like, yeah, keep telling us what you should have done before you started.
Yeah. My father is coming in for a
That's
tactical.
going to make it look better. Not only do you lose the vehicle, but maybe the customer, and possibly your job, if not your life. I
Okay.
can tell you some stories. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, gamers?
Okay. I'm just going to tell you if someone knows about guitars or not. Anybody in the chat know what these are for? I'm waiting because it the time.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything pop up. But I'm definitely not going to know.
Well, see here to show you, like this side's padded, got some liquid on it. Oh. This side's got a little grindstone.
Mm-hmm.
If someone is working on your guitar and they dare fucking use this shit on your fretboard, fucking take your guitar and leave. These are used to clean strings. That side takes off a little bit of rust. Yeah. That side's string oil. If they put this on the fretboard straight, because you've got, I've seen jackasses that'll set and they'll pop these out, right? And then they'll just start thinking they're oiling it and cleaning it because it looks nice and shiny. What they're doing is they're taking any kind of finish off your fretboard real fucking fast. So if you see anyone start to use one of these things on the neck of your guitar,
Stop them.
yeah, just take it and go because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And by the way, Scar My Guitar, which is one of the shows I used to work with, that dumb son of a bitch swore these were better for a neck than actual fucking wood oils.
It definitely sounds like you have a. Oh, you went away.
Can't tell. He's very
A
passionate
little
about
cow
his neck.
Illuminati. Yeah. Yeah, you heard it.
He's gotta stroke his neck.
That is. Because while you away, little cow Illuminati was talking about, like agreeing with how you have to deal with that shit, but then also talking about how having to like have that weigh on you every day when you go out in the truck.
Yeah.
Like just having that weight on your shoulders for some, and I could definitely see that. Just having that overbearing responsibility, then the idiots around you, you can't control. Like you always got to be on the constant lookout, and it only takes one. So I
Yeah.
can definitely see that from his perspective for sure.
It's his most important tool. I forget that you guys can't hear him. Sounds like he's just yapping to himself in there. His dementia's hitting.
Yeah, unfortunately he is. We can't hear him.
Yeah, we'd see it. Educate us. He do be stroking. That's true, Illuminati. He loves to stroke. What are you doing? Uh, he's gra- he's graphiting his nut, so that he can so it
Oh
protects
yeah,
your
using the
string.
pencil.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it also protects your nut.
Help extends the life of it.
What's up?
Doing that help extends the life of it.
Yeah, it'll. I don't know how much longer, but it should. um, but he's saying you don't really need expensive shit. You just kind of got to know what works with what, and it works. All right. So when taking care of the guitar, right? So what that kit right there is the same thing as what he had shown us earlier. Those little
Hmm.
black rectangles with the oils and that. So he's got guitar polish. Can you move it up more towards like the head of the guitar? There you go. Take it. This is really hard to. Right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's perfect. Okay. Take a little bit to the right. Kind of like your point of reference would just be take it close to the napkin. The napkin's been in frame the whole time. Okay, yeah. So what does this do? Enlighten me. So this is what you would use on the neck, not what not your string oil, I think. So Illuminati is talking about string definition.
Hey, can you dive into it a little bit for us?
So he said if you're not buying Fender, somebody, and one more time, Ernie Ball or D'Addario. What a fancy name. You're wasting your money, I guess. Guitar stuff. How exciting. So we do have an amp somewhere. We have plenty of amps, but in relative vicinity. So let's preface this. I know guitar. to an extent. Therefore, it will be him shredding it out, not me. However, to the people that are watching and not in the Discord, first of all, why aren't you? Secondly, that's where it'll be happening. You give us some little jams, you know. We'll do our little finger wags together.
Yep, we can light our lighters in unison as he shreds it in VC with that camera on. Well, I'm excited to see that after he fixes this up.
But to that point, if you're here and not in the Discord, check out the description. Link is there. You'll get to hear the beautiful tunes.
Yep, coming from this guitar right here.
And this is very important. If he does find a way to give this away, Discord members will get extra tickets into the little raffle. So
Ooh.
join in.
Yeah, so it's like Discord members would be getting what? Like 2 entries for every one?
I'm not sure of the numbers. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I do know that. So, what are the numbers going to look like for if you're in the Discord compared to not? So Caesar asked, what's the comparison in numbers, the Discord versus the non-Discord users or joiners? Caesar's trying to get his hands on it. That's why he wants to know.
Mm-hmm.
So it is an extra entry. So if you're in the Discord, you get 2. We love to see it.
Well, that's a nice perk.
Illuminati. I'm not I think we have a voice box for the guitar. I gotta give full credit. I think Bon Jovi used it better than we ever could. But yeah,
That would be nice to hear.
he
if
does
you can do
use
that.
he does use a Princeton. He's a dual Princeton. His words coming from the horse's mouth, or rather the gamer's mouth. The cow's mouth, maybe? We'll figure it out.
It's one of those. They'll come to us.
Take it closer. Oh. You missed the camera. You went too far left. Yeah, bring it in. Do it again. For the people, for the fans. It's what a Star Destroyer. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, baby. Star Destroyer cruising in. What were the rebel
Just
ships
seeing the
called?
silhouette right there.
Corvettes. Okay.
Oh man, it escapes me.
I know some Star Wars lore, but I swear I don't understand where the names come from. The names confuse me on everything. Because is it just me, or does the X-Wing look more like, or the Y-Wing look more like an X than the X-Wing, or am I tweaking? I could be wrong. Frankly, I don't remember. I get them so confused.
I think you might have an issue mixing them up. That happens to me sometimes. Because they do have some weird ships. Like I think the one that Princess Leia was in was a blockade runner. I think, if I remember correctly. Then they just had like the basic transport ship.
Yeah.
Then there's funky ass one.
Oh. I don't know.
It was like a tall, but then also had a long,
The
this thing with like a spine.
The one that Kylo Ren used? Well,
No, I remember it in Return of the Jedi with the Admiral Akbar, that fish head one, that would say it's a trap in that meme.
Oh, the Interceptors. I think they were. No, Kylo
I
Ren for the
think.
Interceptor. I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah, if it was.
To that
Yeah,
point,
they have so many names for those damn ships.
I know it's so confusing. It's like all the characters in the movies have names, which is crazy. Every background character getting a name. So
Yeah, yeah, that is insane.
making a
Dedication, but insane at the same time.
making a joke, or talking about Star Wars. So I was talking to my girlfriend, and we were playing something. I think we were playing COD, probably. And
Mhm.
my dad's screaming Fortnite. He wouldn't know. And I was like, I had a pistol, and I was like, I'm out here hitting shots like Han Solo, and I was like, let me end this round real quick, because my team was dead. I'm running in like a 1v4, and I do it. Of course, I catch the dub. I'm me, okay, and she's
Mhm.
like super excited, because we're about to win. And I was like, that round finished quick. I was like 7 parsecs to be exact. I mean, I just had to.
Oh, you were full on those Han Solo puns that night. That's a good one.
I sit there. I definitely play way too much Call of Duty. To be as bad at the game as I am. Okay, like I'm good to people that don't know Call of Duty. Okay, but like my 1.6 KD is very damning. Very damning. Uh,
Ouch.
yeah, it's criminally offensively low. Uh, so that's why I always have my girlfriend boot up first and be the lobby leader, because she's just a little bit worse off than I am. So I get to feel good when I'm making play of the game every game, because it's in her skill level lobbies, because they never took out skill based matchmaking. But that's a complaint for another day for the people that care about COD. You know,
Well, at
Princess
least it
Lillian
gives
might know.
you and your lady, some good quality, game time together.
Princess Lillian might care. She might care to hear about Call of Duty stuff. Like what guns have the fastest time to kill if you hit your shot? You know, what's the best equipment to use? It's also subjective, but that's for another time. Maybe maybe when I maybe when we play next, I'll convince him to hop into some multiplayer games with me, and get him to run some COD, maybe some zombies. He says I won't. I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm. But nah, when you guys had that, battle, you did dominate that round.
I was kind of clowning. I was. But but
Yeah, I think you were just like, I mean, damn, like if you're clowning during that session, I hate to see you play seriously.
yeah, like he says, like he was doing in Halo. Look, 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 look. He's using cheater strats. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap.
What what part is he working on now on the
Uh,
guitar?
I think he's changing the knobs. I think. What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
Enlighten me. He is changing the knobs. I called it. Like I said, I'm too good. I know everything about a guitar. In and out. Up and down. That's a little better, yeah.
Yeah, he's bringing it down into view.
Yeah, where he's trying to fix the camera view so that everybody gets to enjoy it. We all get to see his fingers.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a lot better. Those are cool knobs. Looking like, from a revolver.
I liked them. I thought they were
Nice.
pretty. I thought they were pretty neat. The only thing that like I wouldn't like is imagine because we have some guitars hung up on walls, right? That that unfortunately kind of just sit there sometimes, and so they get a little dusty, as does everything. And whenever the knobs have tiny holes, cleaning those out is a little pain. I hate it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I deal with that with my Legos. I have to, give them a nice clean every 6 months.
Yeah.
These things, they do get dusty.
Oh, Illuminati, that's a very good question about what happened to his hands. Now, I'm going to try to tell this story as correctly as I can. So, uh, he, what was she to you? I'll skip around who she was and more into what he did. So, he just bought a Neon, right? Was it a Dodge Neon? Okay. And something happened between his dad had passed, and so she brings his lady friend, she brings his ex, she brings his dad, his is crazy, her dad. Oh well. I see now. Well, this is an interesting story. You'll get to learn this, Illuminati. This is a great story. I love this one. So she brings her dad to his dad's funeral, right? And my father, not being the biggest fan of said father, and she was wanting the car. This was during their divorce. Yeah. This was during their divorce. She was wanting the car, so she brings her dad to intimidate my father. Now I know he's a short guy at 4'11", but he's not an easy intimidate, okay? so so
Oh, Clementine loves it when you do that.
my dad, being the individual that he is. Oh no, Caesar, you 100% did the black thumbs up. But we appreciate it's comedic gold, and it gets a story.
Yeah.
So so he does the only reasonable thing he can, and just starts beating the shit out of the car, like the car owed him money. I mean, he breaks the windshield, he breaks the windows, he's tearing doors off of hinges. Like I said,
He had a Street Fighter moment, like in
Yeah.
Street Fighter 2 when you have to beat up the car during the
Yeah.
bonus round. I wonder if he was more like E Honda, with that, just like straight strong one arm, just fucking wham.
he was
Maybe he got a Hadouken on
he
with
was
that anger.
he was testing his might, So
Exactly.
yeah, he's just beating the fuck out of the car. And so if you look at his knuckles, they do look really dirty, but that's not them being dirty. It's just simply he scarred his hands from beating a car up. He just, like I said, that car did something. It did something to him, and it deserved it. Every single hit. We can. It's pretty needless to say she did not get the car. Just in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
Maybe she did. Maybe she did.
I imagine he. Oh, that would have been fret the repair bill.
Imagine. Uh, imagine. Just imagine though. You're. This is no offense to my father. Just imagine though you're at a funeral, and all you hear is me, 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 me as the car alarm's going off because it's getting the life ripped out of it. That's got to be one way to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's completely justified. I'm 100% on his side. I do not think it was an overreaction to
Yeah.
come to someone's funeral to ask for a car. Okay. However,
Mm-hmm.
that is a hell of a way. I've always wondered if there will
Well,
ever
like
be a
I said,
time.
that's some Street Fighter shit.
I've always
That's
wondered
some
if
Street
there's.
Fighter shit. Like
I've always wondered if there will be a time where I need to have my moment and rip a car apart. You know, and just like maybe it'll be like there's a video. That's why nobody likes him working on their
future
cars.
video.
Not of him. There's a video of this dude that he's like beating. It's like it looks like WWE like wrestling level production of him just straight up beating a door down. And that's what I imagined it looked like. Like he's just punching chunks out of this wooden door. But I also love the video in reverse. If I could ever find it, I'll share it in the Discord. Instead of him tearing the door, he's putting the door together, and it's got like the Lego building sound effects, you know, from like any of the Lego games. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's perfect right there.
I love watching it. I'll
Now
watch it on repeat.
he's putting the neck back on to the
Yes.
body. Is that how you say it?
We're finally getting the neck back together. It's starting to look more like a guitar.
Beautiful.
Prior, it was just the gi. This also means we're closer to the good part, the sound test. Bum, bum, bum. And if it sounds awfully, it's his fault because he did the soldering. Even though I did it, if it sounds great, I did it because I did do it. But if it sounds awful, blame him. I wasn't even there. Frankly,
So
I've
do you,
never seen this guitar.
So if it sounds bad, then he went over your work, and that's why it sounds bad, huh?
Yeah,
Okay,
it must
that's a good excuse right there.
have been he put the knobs on wrong. He put them in the wrong order.
Possibly.
Just the little caps. He put them in the wrong order, and it fucked the whole thing up. I don't know. This is good action, though. We love to see it. We do. So, I've been meaning to ask him this, and now's the perfect time. What is the ring on your hand? I see it all the time, and I never
Yeah, what is that?
Saint Michael. Okay. I've always seen it, and I've never really questioned it. But now that it's up close and personal and in my face, I needed to know.
Saint Michael.
Yes, the saint of soldiers and workers. Warriors. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
I can't wait till AI is taking over everything. It's pretty obvious nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Even in schools, there's barely any more education. There's more Chat GPT than anything. I'm waiting for the day
Yep.
that like we get I'm not happy for the day because this will change how war works. But it's going to be interesting to see like when exosuits and then fully automated battle mechs come in. I've always been intrigued by the idea. It's unfortunately it's why I went into robotics and mechatronics engineering because it's a more of a loss of life prevention kind of thing. Wait, no. Yeah, that's right. I didn't want it to sound like I wanted life to be lost.
Yeah.
But
Right. You'd be one of those Gundam pilots
yeah,
in
it's
the near
like
future.
to the
Piloting a nice Gundam.
Caesar, I know you just recently got your giant hunk of plastic, but if I can recommend a game, if you can find a server that works, play Titanfall 2. It will change your life, even if you're not a fast-paced shooter game. My take on Singularity. So, like,
So I can skip the first one, just jump right into Titanfall 2.
yeah. So the autograph piece, bring it down a little bit more to the camera. Oh, there's my signature. If you want to scoot it to forward, yeah, no. Like, take your hand back. Take it up closer along the body, the top of the body, I guess. There we go. Signed and dated. There's the date. It's going back in. So Singularity. So, like, hold on. Cause see, I'm thinking Singularity like the video game. What's up? We're gonna do a little test once I can find his. There we go. I said to beat the shit out of the mouse. No. There's just tools up there. We'll go back. But we got a pretty good view. Yeah, okay, so not like the time singularity thing, like robots. So I'm assuming you mean in the idea of like an AI interface gathering intelligence. While there is a lot of harm in it, okay, especially if their main prerogative is going to be to protect humanity. If their main idea is going to be to protect humanity, the general consensus, even in robots now, that AI singularity, yeah, the main consensus is humanity's worst enemy is humanity, right? And we've seen that even in lower level AI before, like ChatGPT and that came out. I can't remember her name, but whenever she came on, they like had her on TV. She was the first like fully functional robot that could generate its own responses.
Yeah, I remember that a little bit.
Yeah, she said like it was like pretty much in short the only rational thing was to kill humanity. And the other part of it is not too long ago, I think 2018 to 2020, somewhere in that range. What's up, Marley? How you doing?
Hey, Marley.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
joining us.
thank you for jumping in. We're talking about the AI singularity while my father builds a guitar. Intriguing stuff.
Yeah,
So
it is.
a short recap.
Multifaceted around here.
So Marley gets it. We're talking about how if AI ever got an interface into the internet and it could like make its own decisions, how its general consensus is take out humanity. We talked about the robot on TV that took that kind of took that same idea. No, Marley, not the glasses. What happened?
Oh no, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear about that. Can't believe you broke your glasses.
Hopefully you can get new ones soon too. But we were so oh, thank you, Marley. Thank you. We do
Awesome. Thanks for listening in.
we do appreciate. So the problem with it that is concerning is in recent years, like 2018, 2020ish, like I said, we had two AI that could communicate based off of like they took generative speech, like our large language models that we have nowadays, ChatGPT, Gemini, any AI really. And we just set them together and we didn't give them anything to do. All we did was give them an introductory message that says, "Hey, you're talking to an AI." They went back and forth, and about 3 hours, they developed a decodable or a non-decodable language that we had never seen. That they could perfectly communicate in, that we still have yet to crack. Needless to say, this immediately got shut down.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah,
But
something with I think Facebook had something similar to that,
yeah,
where they had their own AI trying to communicate, and then eventually, yeah, it seems like when you have AI communicating with each other, they eventually start creating their own language to where people can't understand them.
yeah,
And
and
that's pretty weird.
that's the problem with an uninhibited AI. I hope you get that. I hope that fix does come easy, Marley. Hopefully you didn't lose the screw. Hopefully you got the screwdriver for it. I know they're tiny screws.
Awesome. Yeah, hopefully you got that screw handy.
Uh,
But yeah, it's like, what are they gonna do? Try to Star Trek us and make us the Borg?
so his sponge, right? So sponge. Oh, beeswax. Yeah. So you use that anytime before you put a screw into your wood. You put it on the thread to make sure it goes in nice and smooth. And it seals it, fills it,
Mm.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it
it'll
keeps it sealed.
yeah, gets good grip. Cuz you need good grip in the neck. I'm sorry. but but so whenever we were so we've had, like I said, we've had a bunch of that idea, right? And now here's the thing though. A completely uninhibited AI is dangerous. However, it's not as as scary as it may seem. Uh Mainly because I feel like as long as it was intelligent enough to develop under the basis of protect humanity without harming it, like Hammond's laws of robotics, uh
Yeah,
then I don't think it would be
yeah,
too
not being able to
scary.
hurt a human being. Yeah, I mean, but that to me, with AI wanting to go with creating their own language or form of communication, it's kind of deceitful.
So
I
the
wonder how it would be able to ingrain that, like like you're saying, protect humanity, want to destroy it.
uh so it's how do I put this? How would you prevent that? You can't, unfortunately. Any two AI communicating with themselves will eventually find a faster, smarter way to communicate. I like to think that that's not too hazardous of an idea because if they can communicate faster, more problems can get solved easier and quicker. Because like current days, while they may have immediate access to translation technologies, imagine they had something where that translation technology immediately went to one language instead of having to change to multiple. So it's not too bad. The problem is
I
just
can see
we need
that.
to know what they're
Be,
saying.
yeah,
What you looking
but it's
for?
not like they're willing to share it.
Uh, uh, I will be right back. We must hunt for strings. I need to go to the other room.
All right, all right. Excuse me. Yeah, it's I can definitely see allowing AI to have its own form of communication to allow for faster transmission of ideas, thoughts, you know, forming the action. But if they're still not even willing to share, if that's not able to be translated, to me, it still seems problematic. Like AI being in the future, there's no way around it. Like that Pandora's box already has been opened. So yeah, for me, it's like be as cautious as you can because it can be like Skynet to start launching nukes if we allow it to have that permission.
I am back. He wants to know, people.
Welcome back.
Doesn't this look better? My comparison to the original
Oh
project
yeah.
does. Yes, it does. So, with this,
Mm-hmm.
and to finish up on the strings, um, this guitar went from relatively cheap in the realm of guitars to something a lot nicer, uh, hopefully better made. I mean, other than setting up the strings, it's and oh, That's true. He does have to do the intonation and the action. I'm sorry, guys. I've let you down. I fibbed.
Yeah, so there's still a couple more things he has to do for
Yeah,
stringing it up.
I forgot about the intonation, which is, like I said, I always forget these parts. I like putting it together and hoping it runs.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this to hear how it sounds. Through
Me
all
too.
the changes.
So, excuse me, sorry, I had a yawn. I'm getting old. So it's nearly EP time.
Do you feel like you're pushing 30?
Yeah, I am. I'm getting close. Not really, but well, that's time perspective, I
Getting
guess.
closer than you are further away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should fit. It was sitting on there, was it not? Oh no. Are Is it not like seating, or is it just not holding? Because I know the other one slid out like immediately. He claims everything can be fixed with a hammer. I guess he forgot about the duct tape. Shameful. Well, what do you...
Duct tape.
Yeah, I use duct tape on everything. It's okay.
Duct tape, might definitely help.
Yeah, you just hold it
You
into
can't
place.
tighten them down.
Not yet.
Not until he gets all the string through.
Yeah, just because he's got to have a little bit of wiggle room in case something happens. So right now, I know because it's hard to see with the camera. He's running the string up to the tuning board. We'll call it that. The tuning board. It's all the same. Wee. I just can't. That's very mean. So he's running them up to the tuners, and just okay. So actually, Father Dearest, potentially you could, if you raise that head camera up a little bit, and I beat your mouse enough, we may be able to see what you're doing here. Actually, I'll go to the head camera. Can we? Yes. So, what you guys will see on the next string. But what he did was he went to the. Hi, Marley. You have a good night. Stay safe. Let your head heal up.
Catch you later, Marley. Have a good night.
Make a speedy recovery. We'll miss you. So what he did was after he fed it up under the bridge action, one of the two. The thingy at the bottom. Okay. No, the bottom. Not the top.
Okay.
Where you started the string. Is that the bridge? Yeah. Okay, so after he fed it through the bridge, he took it up along the neck of the guitar, and what he did was he pulled up the string, and you should have enough string there to where you can put your middle finger down and still be holding the string, and that's how you know it's good. And then that's when you can feed it through, start to tighten it down. You don't really worry about tuning until they're all on, because but you do want to stretch the string. You want to give it a good stretch instead of, just leaving it as it initially is.
Yeah, get it stretched where, it's getting.
Yeah. You don't want to run it with
You want it a little stretch before you start tuning it.
Yeah. Uh, so to stretch it, I remember doing this because I
I
was
think now
petrified.
he's.
What you do is you get
Mhm.
you get both hands, you get your index and middle finger under there, and you kind of like grab the string and very, I say gently, but you're gonna be a little rough with it. Like go down the fretboard and pull it apart. You know, kind of like if you were to take a rope and try to stretch it at segments to get a little bit more wear into it, so it's a bit more trusty. That's the kind of idea he's going for.
Okay, I got you.
He will. It'll be back down momentarily. He's just retightening the neck.
Okay.
Uh, Now he's beating the neck. Hopefully it's seated right. That's very. Oh no, chat. It didn't seat properly.
Uh-oh.
That's
That
not
doesn't
really.
sound good.
Yeah. So in the back of the neck, like on the guitar, there's like this little rod because it doesn't. It's not just held in by screws. There's one small. Well, it's relatively thicker. It's like a dowel rod in the back that'll help guide it into place. That way you don't misplace your screws or anything like that. So what can happen is that doesn't go down all the way, or so it kind of gives it a little angle, and the screws will still go in, but the neck won't be seated properly. So that's why I saw him beating the ever living crap out of it. But it's just in that attempt to get it going back into its corrective positioning. It I heard oh shit, cling ting 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 ting. I'll be back. I think he dropped the nuts on the floor.
All right, on. Yeah, as he's doing that, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot see the chat. For some reason, my internet is down. Right now, they're getting the screws up,
So
getting ready to reset everything.
I don't have the earbuds.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back.
So my father, he does say that first of all, let's get a look at those nuts. Secondly, if you have any questions about guitars, you know, building them, repairing them, uh, modifying them, hell, guitar in general. Maybe you just want to talk about a guitar. Let us know in the chat. He knows guitars in and out.
Yeah, let us know, and he does. He definitely does. And you can join the Discord too. You know,
Yeah.
maybe you're catching the stream a day or two later. Definitely join the Discord, and you can bring your questions there.
Hey Dana,
And I think I'm back.
Princess Dana. I
Hey,
got
Princess
corrected.
Dana.
Immediately corrected. Not a second chance.
She's a very, very dedicated viewer. Always in the chat.
Always.
Always
Always
good to
welcome.
have Princess Dana around.
Princess Dana. So with this guitar building, do you have any questions about guitars? Pleasure to be a part of this, by the way, Dana. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dana.
Yeah. I actually didn't plan on
So right
being
now
in this
he's
at the moment.
the spur of the moment thing, huh?
Yeah, I originally was I was going to just do the soldering portion kind of offline. Not that I had a problem doing it where everyone could see it. It's just that's a lot of tiny parts, the solder smoke and all that. And I was like, that just seems like a very trivial task to have people see and all that. So
Bullshit. He doesn't want people to see him burning my hands holding the wires.
I do beautiful soldering. I don't know what you're talking about. He just runs. He just runs to sit and shit talk me like I didn't like I can't do it. I can. I promise. I promise I can. Anyway. And I was like, it's a very tedious thing. So I was like, I was talking to him about it last night, and I was like, yeah, I was like, it just makes more sense to have me do that kind of offline, and then tell people, because it's not like we can also get a camera in there, for you guys to see. So I was like, it'll work. Our people, they have faith. Well, he
Yeah,
sits in.
we believe in you.
Yeah, so he goes, yeah, it's fine, take tomorrow off. And then he comes in, like 3. Oh, he's gonna show off the measurement. Hold on. Let me get back up to the head cam. If you,
All right.
I'm trying to get it to where they can see, because they can't see down there where your hand's at. Neither of the cameras can. But on the next string, we'll figure something out. So it's like 3, and he comes in. He goes, take it up, little bit more. You got a bit of a way to go. I'm saying a little bit more, like there's, Oh, and they. One moment. So he's like, yeah, it's like 3. No. Oh, okay, wait, yeah, let me change the camera. So what he's doing right there is he's pulling the string up, right, so that he can, I don't know the purpose. Stretch it. Measure. Oh, yeah. And it's good, it measures. So when you can do that, when you can take your finger, hook it, and then run your middle finger all the way down, that's how you know when it's good for tuning. So with that, he also has a very special little tool for it. I don't know if you guys saw it. So he's got a little hand crank thing that makes it so much easier to do. All it does is like you grab the little head of the tuner, and you just kind of.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of pickups are they? Ceramic humbuckers, Kevin. I'm not. I apologize, Kevin. Any question you have for me will go to him. So what are some different types of humbuckers for the people that don't know? Okay.
Welcome back, Darklaw.
Okay, so
It's awesome you got a new computer. Right.
it's cool to hear. So what I'm going to try to reiterate this the best I can for anyone that may not know what a humbucker is, right? So it's 2 coils instead of 1, right? And re-enlighten me, but in layman's terms. So there's brass wiring is put in like a 888 instead of a single. So that's supposed to better stop feedback and humming.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's why it's called a humbucker. It makes sense. So Dark Law,
Does.
new computer. You know what you got? Was it like a custom made or pre-built? We just keep coming back to computers.
We do, one way or the other.
I go to the guitar and someone's like, I got a new computer. I'm like, yeah, cool. What'd you get? What are the specs looking like?
Mm-hmm.
But can it run Crisis? For the people that don't know, Can It Run Crisis is an old joke because Crisis was an Xbox 360 game. Well, it started on PC, but it crashed PCs, right? Because PCs have this problem where that consoles don't, where games on console won't generally crash on a graphics level because they have set like parameters like, oh, they're only gonna be this good. You only need to match this many frames. It needs to only have so many
Mm-hmm.
pixels, right? Confusing stuff, right? That gets really simplified the second you say console. Computers, however, have different specs for everyone. Crysis,
Yep.
even though it was running on older graphics, like they weren't as current as they are now. Not everything looks as real to life. But whenever you booted it up, it was something so convoluted with the graphics that it would crash almost every computer it came across. On higher settings, you had to play on like the bare minimum for it to work if you had a high-end computer. Well, the joke became, you know, as computers got more and more progressive, it was, can it run Crisis? Okay, and that joke has lasted in the cyber community for about 10 years. And and Crisis, whenever they remastered, obviously they tried to fix some of the errors it made. However, they have a graphics mode that does not correct the issues in its graphics like processing. So it overhauls a graphics card. And the graphics setting is, can it run Crisis? And it's intriguing. Nowadays a lot of computers it's like, oh, it's pretty normal. But if you would have given that to someone back when this started, it would have just I think there was a like a case report of like a GPU getting so overclocked that like burnt up. Like it nearly started a fire, which is
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy right there.
I'm sorry I keep yapping about computers. I'm a nerd for them. I love computers. Yeah, there's this little hand crank tool. Like I was telling you guys about it. It reminds me of like I'm trying to think of which war this would be, where they had the Gatling guns, little hand crank ones. Would that be World War One or
Oh,
World War II?
yeah, they came out like in the late 1800s, and I'm pretty sure those cranked ones were employed in the First World War.
Yeah, that's I l- uh, apparently it was used at the Alamo. Intriguing.
Hmm,
Like I said,
interesting.
it's you learn something new. I keep learning things. Like I said,
Yeah.
my uh
Another fun fact. Looks like you did go one up today.
yeah. There's also apparently they were had to be transported by train. That's like, see, I'm learning so many things. It's like the Immordino lap thing that I mentioned 2 days ago, I think, where I sat and I yapped on and on about it for a hot second. That was I
Mm-hmm.
saw that just on a random video. Someone said it, and I'm like, what the fuck is an Immordino lap? Okay, we're going into the danger zone. Even I know of this danger zone, the stretching of the high E. The high E, or it's confusing. So when you're holding a guitar, right, the bottom string is your high E. It's your first string. Um, it's very thin, right? Because it's got to be thin for those high pitched notes. So when you stretch it,
Mm-hmm.
it likes to snap. When you tune it, it likes to snap because it's not as thickly coiled. And you can imagine how badly it hurts because it's a thin little wire just firing at you. You know, it's coming from under tension to absolutely none, and you're not, and its next target is your face.
Yeah, that's So you gotta have a face guard when you tune that one, or even put it on.
Sitting with a welding mask on, you know, just protecting everything. You got like those thick leather coats on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did spend a long time whenever he taught me the bit of guitar I know. I wouldn't tune the bottom three strings. And the crazy thing is the top three strings are generally more dangerous because they're thickly coiled, so they have to take a lot more tension. So when they snap, they're heavier. So it but they generally don't snap. But the bottom three, scary. I wouldn't do it. I'd make him do it. When I was learning, I'd sit there, I'd play it till it was out, cause I have the one I used to learn was an old classical that he learned on. Um, so he so I didn't care because it was a little old. I didn't care. I didn't trust the tuners. I didn't trust the strings, and I watched him change the strings. Still didn't trust it. I was not tuning that thing.
You gave it to him to tune for you.
Yeah, you got to take one for the team. He wants me to learn guitar. I'm gonna learn what it looks like to watch the high E snap.
Yep, just watch.
This is the. Hold on, I gotta think backwards. The B string. Now, on general tuning, I forget that you can tune it to whatever. Don't kill me, viewers. I know. Dad. Isn't that the one that you can? I believe you could use that tuning to play Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls with one finger, except for like the intro, like, and I guess through the chorus, but like all the chords you can do with one finger.
Interesting. That is quite the fun fact.
Yeah, there's my random fact. There it is. I did bring one today.
Yeah, you're able to do it even though you didn't think you had one. Just had to come to you naturally.
Nah, they do. The random knowledge that fills my brain. There's always something there floating around. I just have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is I don't like thinking. Last time I tried thinking, I had to do calculus. Not fun. And what
Yeah,
pisses me off?
that's
Oh, sorry.
beyond my comprehension.
Well, here's what pisses me off. You know what calculus sounds really close to? Calculator, because it's almost like you need a calculator to solve it. So why
Yeah.
why is it when I'm in class I can't use a calculator? They want me to just, get the closest answer you can with algebra and calculus principles. I don't care about calculus principles. What if I just got the answer immediately? We didn't make the calculator
Yeah,
for
it's like they're
nothing.
trying to. It's like they forgot to update their standards when teaching. It's like it's understandable to a degree, but it's like if I'm out in the real world, 9 times out of 10, people are just gonna whip out the calculator. Like no bullshit.
He okay. I tried learning the circle of fifths. He knows it very well, Illuminati. I I don't. He even had he tried getting me this book thing that showed you. I still don't understand it. It just showed you instead of like, because most of the material that I have was like read it and try to comprehend it. It literally, you could hold it to a guitar and it would show you. I still don't get the circle of fifths. Frankly, that's a fancy pair of words put together in my eyes. It it really fucks with me.
Is that like,
Oh, what's up, Caesar?
well, what is it exactly? Like something that,
Um
is that like something you play as you're tuning it, or
uh
like what is that exactly? The circle of
so
fifths,
wha-
excuse me.
so one moment. What is the circle of
Hmm.
fifths? It is the music theory of how all music would work. Um and it's why things work together, I guess. So or why things sound proper. I don't know. I'm taking a random stab at this. Frankly, Illuminati, that is a very good question. That is a very, very good question because I have no clue. I know it exists. I've heard of it. I've seen it, and like some of the concepts make sense, but I don't know it. I couldn't tell you if I tried. I believe when my dad was in college, he studied music theory for a little while. He did. He did.
Yeah, I believe. Hmm.
See, this is what I gotta say. Okay, and this is about any stringed instrument. It is sad. It is really sad that the one instrument that I've attempted to learn, being the guitar, outside of the bass, is considered to be one of the easiest string instruments to learn because you have frets, and I still can't do it. So the circle of fifths may be the key to learning, and I may be failing on the most basic of levels because I can't manage.
Hmm.
However, my father, he just whips out anything. I need to we need to get him a violin. I've me personally, I've seen him play other things outside of that, like I think I've seen him play a viola, a cello, a bass,
Ooh.
ukulele, guitar, you know, a baritone, a ukulele, yeah. So maybe a violin is his next instrument. He wants a
Well, that
mandolin
could be the next one on his
on his shopping list.
mandolin.
If I remember correctly, a mandolin's the
That
one with
would
like
be,
12 string or like 20 strings, right? Oh, it's got 8.
I believe so. Oh, both wrong.
uh I'm trying to think. You know that Indian instrument that like they use in music where it's like a little slap box that no, not the cajon. It's like a slap instrument except it has strings on the top and it has like the hole like a guitar. You don't sit on it. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I do know my
No, I don't
scales,
know.
Illuminati. I do know my scales. That surprisingly of everything that took maybe the least amount of time to learn outside of like the basics, because I had to relearn how to read music. So in comparison to everything else, my skills came fairly quick. What's up, Krypton? How you doing
Hey,
today?
Krypton, thanks for joining us.
Krypton, do you have any guitar questions? I'm curious. Do you just have any fun facts about guitars? Anything? Because I'm learning a good bit and embarrassing myself at the same time because I don't know my circle of fifths. Illuminati here is flexing on me because I can't understand it.
Yeah, he definitely has some musical
He
knowledge there.
he knows ball. I'll give it to him. Fair enough. Well, thank you for tuning in, Krypton. We do appreciate your company.
Yeah,
We've been
he's definitely comes
chatting
around a
about
lot, so
random
it's nice to
things
see him back.
while talking
Yeah,
about guitars.
yeah,
We've talked
you
about
know, see it.
computers, AI uprising.
Yeah, we start off with guitars,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
we
it
did
always
start with guitars.
evolves into something else.
Gibson and Les Paul. Oh man, this was one of the things I was looking at. I was looking for a fun fact about Les Paul. We have, I I believe, an autographed Les Paul. Oh yeah. Uh, he broke his arm. This was one of them. He broke his arm, right? I remember because we were actually talking about this a few nights ago. He broke his arm, and that did not stop him. Instead, what he did was he had a guitar made so that he could still play, or not made. He had his hand set so that he could play guitar.
Keep playing, even though it's laid up. That's
Dedication.
dedication right there.
He's
Yeah.
on the grind. Yeah, Illuminati, like I said, Krypton, he has just been absolutely laying down ball knowledge about guitars. So the Illuminati, this will be my question. Of Have I ever played in a band? Yes. So I
Oh.
know that I don't know guitar. However, there is a very good cousin to the guitar, and that's the bass. The bass is, well, like I said, once I relearned music, um, you know, the scales are not crazily different for bass, but they're a little harder. Just because
He does not play bass. He reads tab.
I play bass. It's the same thing.
Stop long enough to just, rain in on your parade.
Sorry. Yeah, the band was 50-50.
Yeah, what is that band name?
I didn't make the band name,
50/50.
but it was cool. Uh, I didn't do it for a while. Or well, I haven't done it for a while. Uh, the guys I worked with, they were pretty chill. I mean, our singer kind of had like a he kind of sounded like me, except he could sing. That's the very big difference. But when he talked, like if we were on a phone call, you wouldn't be able to discern who was who, and it was really it was
Okay.
uh Krypton. I'll go
Really?
yours first because I'd have to look at the set list. Illuminati. Because we a lot of our music we did was kind of here and there. I know that his name started with an A. I think it was Alan was the singer. Like I said, I haven't done this in about 4 years. So, and I don't really talk to him anymore. But the meaning behind the name, right? I'm not entirely sure. It was I think the gist that Alan, we're gonna call him Alan, for his sake too. Uh, he's trying to out the name. I'm giving him some internet confidentiality. Uh, he uh he kept the idea that we would do original music, and we did. We did a few original songs. Like I said, I didn't write it. I just played it. But the idea came from we would do 50% original, 50% covers. A lot of the covers or some of the covers that we got like requested to us was uh Hey Jealousy. I gotta say Hey Jealousy. Hey Jealousy actually did become one that was requested a lot in our set list because my father, when he played in a band, he used to get that requested all the time. He played with Anthony Wright? That's actually crazy. That's how was he like? He was a guest on Madhouse. That's true. That's true. Let's see. So yeah, we did a lot of slower songs. I remember at one point we did do Careless Whisper. Cuz I mean, he's weird as hell. Yeah, yeah. I remember cuz so I used to be a big Prince fan. I'm not going to lie. Okay? It's a very manly thing to admit.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yes,
so I'd heard about Anthony Wright. And like he was on Madhouse, a little before my time, so I of course had to hit up the Goog. And so I obviously went up and searched up YouTube because it was honestly my first time hearing about Madhouse too. Was when I heard that the dude that played with Prince was on there. He did seem a little weird. So I can't obviously attest, but I do I can see it. I know Krypton, I love Prince. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of his album, of the one that I used to listen to all the time. Purple. It was Purple. Yes, Purple. I know it's so
Oh, Purple
overplayed.
Rain.
Purple. Okay, so I unfortunately I don't dislike the song, but I definitely I my dad is a hater of Purple Rain. He doesn't like the song.
My
Uh
personal favorite is from the Batman soundtrack, the Trust,
yeah,
that one from Prince.
I
That's a
love
good
Purple
one.
though. Zach stalking you,
That's
Krypton?
a good one.
Uh my father Krypton says tell Zach that he's hunting for him. Hunting is not his words, he was looking. Okay. Okay, maybe he is
Yeah,
hunting.
it's I checked the DMs, bro, but that's fucking bullshit. If the people over there ain't handling it, that's sad. It just shows what kind of people they are. 'Cause like over here, Zach's gone. He ain't coming back because he ain't got the fucking balls to either pay the debt that he owes or fucking to do the IRL in exchange for it. 'Cause that offer was made. Just, mm, you know, that's the sad thing. So unfortunately, those motherfuckers that allow him to stay on there, that just shows who they are. Don't even care about the community, letting people get bothered. 'Cause Zach is a weirdo. But no, enough about that. Let's get back into this guitar. Goose, can you
He's
let us know what he's doing right now?
he's currently grabbing some more tools. So, um, the little bit that I know with Zach, I just feel like it would have been so much easier if he paid his debts. Honestly, do your dues. Like, come on, man.
No, it would have. Mm-hmm. Oh, I completely agree. Just do what you're gonna agree to, and you know, somewhat redeem yourself. But it's like that's asking too much.
Yeah. I mean, because I've done my fair share of stupid shit where I have to pay up my wage, and it's just easier if you do. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, like, most of the time you'll when people make bets and they seem outlandish, like, you'll get them to calm down and, like, well, I say calm down. They're not pissed, but, like, they'll be kinder with it, they'll be less harsh, they'll give you their shit because they can. They earn their right to give you shit because you lost. Suck it up,
Yeah.
buttercup, man.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Comes to the territory, but just to completely back out and avoid it,
Yeah.
not even want to at least try to work out a deal. You know what I mean? Like if it was too much for him, like he bit off more than he can chew, a payment plan could have been fucking done. But
Uh,
but
we we pretty much worship Eric Clapton. We in this household. My dad even has an autographed
yeah.
Stratton from him. I Strat. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm reading ahead. Because I saw Clapton and I'm like, oh yeah, just add the other ton in. No,
No, I
yeah,
completely agree. Illuminati fucking. There's a lot of great Clapton songs. You know, Eric Clapton. It's like hard not to, you know, through his catalog to find something that you like.
yeah. I
He has
mean,
a lot of good sounds.
he's got a little bit of something for everyone. Because generally,
Hmm.
as I've grown more into being older, I listen to more like metal stuff, but I'll still find myself going back to Eric Clapton.
Yeah, metal was something that definitely took me getting into more as I got older. When I was younger, not so much. Like maybe if it was some like rappers mixing in some metal riffs on the guitar and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
nothing till later on. As
I
when I was really starting able to appreciate that more. It's like
yeah.
yeah, this is fucking pretty dope. Fucking gave it a chance.
I don't know. As I grew older, I grew more into the less I understand the music, the better. uh, a little bit of music news. So they did have a pretty good show recently where it was ICP versus Guar. And I say versus, they were obviously there together, but like the show off kind of thing.
Yeah, the where you eat spicy chicken, right?
Yeah.
Eat
Uh
spicy foods. Yeah,
uh dude, I just
I
I
don't remember
don't
the
care.
name of it.
I don't care. I saw
How'd that
Ballsack
go?
in concert. I watched. I can't think of the lead singer's name. Uh, but there, his his whole get up just being that he stuck it in her butt. That's I know. Yeah, Grodius Maximus. Yeah. Taylor Swift made a guest show appearance at the Guar concert I went to as well. She was not really there, but he obviously stuck it up her butt and got her pregnant. I think I don't get
That's
the lore of Guar.
that's nice of him. Yeah, 'cause she was floating around there for a while.
uh, but yeah, I want to go to another Guar concert. I came home from that concert with a black eye. I got punched in the face like a few times too. It wasn't just once. I got my licks back in, but you know, I guess with my monumental 5'7", they must have been scared, and so they had to start swinging up. What was more, this is there is I mean no offense with this. I mean absolutely none. It was crazy how many very short women were there. Um,
I wonder if they're like had that pack mentality
yeah,
where they
I
just put their mass together.
like no, because the thing was, and they were in the mosh pit. I was scared. Like I there was one that had to be about 4'8", 4'9", beer in hand, screaming at the
Ooh.
top of her lungs, just having a blast. And I'm like, are you not, are you not, like a little terrified of getting crushed or something, Because I'm talking, there's dudes there that was like, there was one dude that had to be like 6'8". Like he was tall. His head was over the stage. And
Damn.
he's in the mosh pit beating people up, pushing everyone out of the way, and she's running at him. Like, what is wrong? What are you doing? I don't know.
It's like that Chihuahua mentality. Running, they like the yap at even the dog bigger than them. They just run up yapping at it, unaware that like that bigger dog can just oh, take a bite out of crime, just fucking bobble him up.
I'll
He's
have
just
him.
unaware.
I'll have him enlighten us.
Blissfully.
Well, I'll have him enlighten me to enlighten you guys. Can you tell the story of Eric Clapton's Layla? The story behind it. He is tuning the guitar, so you got to give him a moment. He's locked in. He's on the bottom 3 strings. I'm trying to be a little bit more quiet so that it doesn't pick up my audio and shoot it to him and disrupt his tuning.
How many strings has he done
All
so
6.
far? Okay, so all of them are strung up. So now he's doing the tuning. You said.
Yeah. So one moment. So no intonation is necessary apparently. A blessing, honestly, in disguise. It makes it that much easier to complete. So like I said, Father, the people, yeah, Krypton, keep him out of chats. Yeah, start stalking him. Just reverse stalk him. Just be like, yo, what up, Zach?
Yeah, Griffin.
Just start putting in everything. Just put the the Gamers Asylum every time you see him in a chat. Start hunting him down. Do the same thing in reverse. But yeah, the people,
But
they want
see,
the story of
look what you
Layla.
did, Krypton. You called him out. He ran away. Every time he tries to start bullshit, just call him out, Krypton. You make him run away.
Illuminati.
No worries, bro.
You may have him. You may have him. He does not know the backstory of Layla. As much as he loves Eric Clapton.
Ooh. That sounds like a spicy tale.
And he gives me a lot of like stuff about like Eric Clapton, like how was it when he started or did he always do it where he'd keep his back to the stage?
Did he do that too? 'Cause I want to say that was what's his name, Jim Morrison from The Doors.
Oh well, it was
I remember them.
he didn't like always keep his back turned, but it was when he was doing his solos, he'd turn his back to the stage. What are you looking for? Yeah, we can see that. You, okay, Illuminati. My father. My father wants to know if you understand what this is. Hospitalized grandma. What have I missed? The Zach lore goes
Yeah,
crazy.
it runs deep. It is insane.
Krypton, take this from me. If he's gonna sit and try to like stalk you down and chase you out of things, um, you gotta be the asshole back. Unfortunately, it is. They say it's a joint.
Mm-hmm.
He,
It's a nice stick of tobacco.
I'm gonna say he would like to know if you know what it's from. It's a signature from a certain guitarist. He's getting on it. He's getting on it. Illuminati.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not Slash. Slash stole it. That's what he's arguing.
Ooh.
I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea.
I don't know. Must
Yeah,
be
same
before
here.
my time. Oh, he Illuminati's arguing a lot of guitarists did it. Uh, so apparently Eric Clapton was the first. I, I,
Ooh,
when he played in where
interesting.
Yardbirds.
Interesting.
So apparently it used to be that guitarists were kicked out of stadiums for smoking. He did guess Clapton. In the catch-up, he guessed Clapton. In the delay. You're right, you're right. Even Bob Marley picked it up apparently. But he used joints.
Mm-hmm.
Illuminati's dad, being a gangster, he used to do it as well. I mean, my dad does it too. He does it all the time. Like, he'll sit there, he'll light a cigarette, pick a guitar up, take like 2 drags, and then immediately shove it up there to play something, to take it down, to do it again. And I've always wondered if you're doing your due diligence. Yeah, you can Illuminati. You understand then the joke I'm making with this is okay. You're putting oils on your strings, right? Because you want them to stay nice and lubed. Okay, all right. And then you're gonna go shove the thing that you're gonna go inhale down your lungs and straight into your mouth. You're just in there. Yeah, that's the place to put it. Uh,
Never explained to mom, huh?
I do like Bob Marley. I
Oh yeah, he has some good hits. Even
I
back when he was doing ska,
yeah.
like his one introduction, one more cup of coffee,
I guess it was
way back.
closer to my time. Yeah, well, I don't. Did Bob Marley do Outcast first, or was he? What? Then who's the one that was the? I'm trying to think. I'm not thinking Bob Marley. I'm fucking. Yes, Andre 3000. I'm mixing my artists up. Cause you're old. You're 74. You had time to experience and live this. Don't judge, guys. Okay, it's been a long night. Like I said,
Holy
I'm tired.
shit!
I got like a solid 4 hours
Uh,
of sleep last night, and I woke up at 6.
damn, yeah, I know that feeling. Holy shit! I'm confusing Andre 3000 for Bob Marley.
Look, man, times are hard. I
Oh, that's
always get.
fucking good, bro.
This is the thing, right? If I care about bands, one of my favorite bands is Avenged Sevenfold. I can't, I can't tell you any of the artists' names. I can't tell you even the one that are like, because I know they've changed drummers like 3 times, but I can't tell you any of them by name except for M Shadows, their original drummer. That's the only one I know because he died. Before, so
Illuminati has
Ill-
another question. Yeah. Damn it.
Illuminati's hitting you with a
Who
question.
invented the windmill technique?
Who invented the windmill? The windmill technique. He does not. He does not know. Enlighten me, Illuminati. I'm not sure either. I think I get like I was gonna say I get the gist. He's sitting there doing it now. But I don't know who did it first.
Go to the chief.
Hail to, that's an Avenged Sevenfold thing. Like I said, I love it. They are supposed to be. They're supposed to be, and this is what I'm really excited for. Because my girlfriend, they they're coming to St. Louis, I think, in like August of this year. And I don't know. I may have to go make a venture because I think it's the only place they're playing in the U.S. I know last year the only place they played in the U.S. was Chicago. No, they did Oklahoma too, but they were like they were 2 stops and gone. Illuminati doesn't know. They're like there's like Illuminati thought you would know. I do know Kiss and Red Hot Chili Peppers. My favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers song is probably gonna be it's not Under the Bridge. No, it's not Scars. It's probably gonna be no. I'm trying to think of damn, I can't think of its name, and I was just listening to it. Other Side. That's probably my favorite one. I love Other Side. I would say Californication because I grew up on that, like, because I think it was in Guitar Hero, and little 8-year-old me jamming out on the fake guitar, like that was my shit. But he's doing a little sound test. I don't know if it'll come through the mic. We'll see. I do
something.
I do like the opening lick to Under the Bridge. It's very unique. Yes, they can hear it, and it is blowing out my right eardrum. Not all of us are chronically deaf. He's got tired fingers, guys. You got to give him some. He's also fixing the action. Okay, wait. So Illuminati. If you do know, every time I've started, just a random note. It was Jesse's girl, Illuminati. If you're an Avenged Sevenfold Illuminati, then I wonder if you could agree with me. I'm gonna try to talk over this. I hope it'll like isolate somewhat. If you know Avenged Sevenfold and you're like as dedicated as a fan as I am, what do you think the coolest opening like intro guitar for them is? I would have to say the stage. I love the stage's intro. Krypton and Illuminati hunting for more questions.
So how's that guitar sounding over there?
That actually is coming through pretty good. Seize the Day. Yeah, you know what? I can't argue. Seize the Day is pretty solid. I when I first heard "Seize the Day," I wasn't a fan, but it's kind of one of those things that because I first heard it when I was getting into metal music and it was a little slower for my pace. So now that I'm more into it, I kind of like "Seize the Day." Learn to appreciate the band over the style, kind of thing. I just think the stage is so clean for its intro. I love the stage. I
So
think
with what he's doing right now, what stage is he at with doing the tuning and everything?
so right now it's just sound testing, making sure it's all good. Oh, chords failing us. That's okay, Krypton. Not everybody. I can understand why people wouldn't like metal music. It's you kind of have to. I don't know. People think you got to be angry. You kind of just need something to like tune out the other noise.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go. Give me like 3 minutes. I need to go hunt for a better cable.
All right, all right. Yeah, yeah, Krypton. Like I mentioned earlier, it took me later on in life to start appreciating metal music more. When I was younger, yeah, it wasn't something that I was actively listening to. So that might happen with you. You might just hear that one song that just like, wow, like I like this one, and then you just start, diving in, listening to the different artists, different bands, what you want to, find that sound within that genre. Okay, and then yeah, John Denver has some hits. Krypton. Yeah, I got think a song or two on my playlist, and then Local Illuminati ask, how about this? What guitar did Michael J. Fox play at the Under the Sea dance in Back to the Future? Yeah, gamers, if you know, definitely tell Goose to let us know. Krypton, yeah, I grew up on my mom's music, so I absorb a ton. Yeah, I can dig that. Our parents can definitely have an influence on our music. Because so many of those hits and that they listen to, definitely become part of our playlist because of all those great memories. Yeah, I'm not too sure if they heard me, Illuminati, but when I'm not too sure what's going on over there. Check my camera views. Yeah, I don't think anybody's using Google. Nope. I wanna, I'm interested in knowing if gamers knows as well. I'm definitely waiting. Hmm. So, I wonder what we can talk about. Yeah, 5432. Are you gonna tell us, Illuminati? Do you already know the answer? Yeah, I don't know where these fellas are at. Gibson ES 345. Illuminati is definitely a music aficionado, an instrument as well, with the guitar. Oh shit. Hmm. Illuminati beat you to a Krypton. I don't know if you heard that, but it sounded like some plane in the background. Yeah, definitely wait for Goose to get back with the next question. No, because I wanted to hold back and see if Gamer knew.
I have returned.
Yeah, welcome back, Goose.
Okay. I see the question. Illuminati wants to know if you know. What guitar did Michael J. Fox play at the Under the Sea dance in BTTF? I believe so. Give me what you're thinking.
Yeah, Illuminati put in the chat a Gibson ES 345. And then
I'm
Krypton
letting
saying
him
it's a
think.
cherry red.
I gotta give him his fair opportunity to let him think.
Yeah.
He says, "Are you ready? Let's see if he's correct." Oh, I had to look back at the chat. He was, yeah, Gibson ES 345.
That's what gamers
He
did
knows.
know.
He knows. He knows game.
Yep, he knows his guitars. Ain't no doubt about that.
Illuminati. Illuminati sitting there like, I see. Okay, wait. What's the difference? I don't understand. You know what, Illuminati? You have amazed me today. You have amazed me genuinely. Uh, with your knowledge. I was not ready. Was not ready for the sheer amount of wisdom that could come today.
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen and it's just focused on my chat thing. It's not on
It's just
the second.
the cameras
Yeah,
went down. Let me see. Uh, everything over there went
because
down. No. Oh, there we go. We're back at something. They got a beautiful picture of your beautiful look at
of
your
my profile picture. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely do.
But
Yeah, see, on our end, I can see one of the cameras, the gamers too. There we go. Now I see it back on my end.
there we go. Now we're getting
There
some
we go.
action back.
Perfect.
Look at that beauty.
Yeah, I heard some of those.
My father,
Heard
the
some of
one,
those
the
strings
only
being played.
guitar fixture man is now coming. So thank you all. You have a good night, and I shall see you,
Catch you later, Goose. Thanks for
I
being
think,
up here
tomorrow.
with me.
Of course. Good to talk to you, Krypton and Illuminati.
Okay, in Pink
What did
Floyd's
he
The
do?
Wall, what does the guitar morph into? Trick question.
Oh, we lost one of the cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the cameras went down.
Okay.
Welcome back, gamers.
Phone died.
That was quite the show. How's it sounding?
All right. I am back. What?
Welcome back, bro.
Oh, Lord. A little bit more work than I expected.
How's it sounding?
It sounds good. It actually really sounds good.
Nice.
I am surprised. It sounds really good dirty too, which normally with humbuckers you can't get. So, hello Krypton. Hello Illuminati. Hello Princess Dana. Looking up, that's all I see that he's got in the chat because he clears it when he
Yeah,
reads
because
it.
Illuminati had a question about in Pink Floyd's The Wall, what does the guitar morph into?
I
It's
don't
supposed to be.
remember. I
You
don't
don't remember?
remember. I was never a Pink Floyd fan. Seriously. I know. Probably piss a bunch of people off when I say that, but that's the truth. I was never a Pink Floyd fan.
Not even like a song or two
I
that
like
you might like of theirs?
shit. What's the one where the Leave the Kids Alone? It's probably a brick in the wall. It is a brick in the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right on that.
Yeah.
That's a good jam of theirs.
Yeah, 'cause if I remember correctly, Pink Floyd wrote songs to kind of go together to where they would be like a rock opera.
Yeah. Yeah, it's part of the urban legend with well, I shouldn't say it's an urban legend because it can be true where you be frying and you can play their music to different movies.
Yeah.
Just cut the sound off and let it play. It's supposed to like sync up with some things. Alice in Wonderland is one of them.
I don't know. Whenever they tried putting me on medicinal marijuana, that was the first time I understood the song Strawberry Fields Forever. I've played that song for decades and didn't know what the fuck it meant. Some songs you just got to have in like a certain mindset to enjoy.
No,
I think
you're definitely right on that.
I think like Strawberry Fields are like Pink Floyd. I think that's why a lot of people don't like. Locale says Wizard of Oz is another one. But yeah, I know.
Yeah.
At one point, didn't they try to make like a something that would be a rock opera, or was that Foreigner?
Maybe Foreigner might have tried doing that.
Locale Illumini hashtag Dark Side of Oz. Like I said, Pink Floyd was Foreigner was hard for me to get into. I did not like Rush either, nor Journey. Here's another one that'll hurt people's feelings. I really hate the Eagles a lot. I like one song. It's Desperado. That's it. Nothing else. I don't know. The light rock, the ballad rock was never my thing, I think. Because, I'll sit and listen to like Aerosmith or Poison or Faith No More or whatever all day long. But if you make me listen to Rush,
Yeah, that's asking too much.
to be honest, I don't know what one was in the sequel because I only watched the first one. After the first one, I was kind of done with them. I'm not much of a movie person. So, did you learn anything today, Caesar?
Yeah. I'm taking, some things away from this. Very interesting. There's a lot that goes into making just a standard guitar sound a world better. Because you're going to be
Oh, yeah.
posting up you know, a,
The
what it
before and
sounds like
after.
in the Discord. Yeah.
Right. The Discord will have a before and after on it. So,
Mm-hmm. If you
yeah,
want to hear it, you got to join the Discord. Links in the description.
without running it'll go unprocessed, so I won't run a processor. It'll be a straight amp. I won't even. I think I'm just going to use like a Vox, like a cheaper amp,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can tell, because that's what the Vox is what I used originally. So I don't want to like make it a whistler or a ringer with the amp. So I'll use the Vox for the after too, without it being processed. No pedals. So
Yeah, so we get that raw sound.
Mm. Well, I was running the raw sound through one of the Princetons, and it sounded really good. So, Krypton, why is Zach bothering you? Like, why is he even doing it?
Yeah,
That was
he's
Party
mentioned
Smith.
it a couple times, but yeah, it's like you got to let them know, bro. And if they keep them there, that just shows what kind of people they are.
Yeah, I think the Discord, some folks in Discord got a little hot about me saying what I said about Buff. Here's the thing: if the person running the channel knows it's going on, they let it go on, and it continues to go on, then it's their fault. Because they're ultimately responsible for what happens in that chat. That's why
Yep.
I'm the same way. It doesn't matter if something's going on where someone's really being pestered in the chat. I handle it myself. As a matter of fact, when Zach was a problem here, I handled it myself. He kind of became a problem in the Discord.
Mm-hmm. Here's a problem all the way around.
Yep. So. You can do music trivia all you like in the Discord.
Yeah.
I'll fix you up a little place so you can do it.
Watch out.
So, but yeah.
Illuminati's getting his own little space. That'd be fun. Might be a weekly ordeal.
Yeah,
Do some music trivia.
Goose will love it. Put like, random, facts of trivia and stuff like that. As long as he keeps some money, they'll allow him to stay. That's the thing too. That shouldn't matter. Damn, it was hot in there. He knows he's pretending not to. That's the thing. Money or not, it shouldn't matter. The people that are in there matter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how much money he's throwing at anyone. If he's bothering people, especially young ladies and stuff like that, that's a problem. You know, and it says a lot about the host when money is more important than the people that are in there. And that's my honest take. That's not me, you know, like picking on Buff or anyone else that lets him in the chat. It's just, you know, if you've got something that's a priority over your people and them being comfortable and feeling safe, then that's a problem. That's a streamer problem. You know, your chat should always feel like they should be able to participate and have fun and be safe while they're doing it. The same with the Discords. And you know, you're providing them a place. Everybody should be able to express themselves, have fun, and be happy. And that's my, in all honesty, here, that's my job to make sure that happens. And I try to do my best. If anything ever comes up, I handle it right then. I don't set on it.
Yeah.
I don't have ninjas watching it. I just handle it. I call him a stalker in chat and Reapers today, and the host just laughed. Yeah. Well, once again, I think of who owns the channel, and money matters over people there. So I know, like, whenever I was before I was doing this, I met Zach over in Roxy's chat, and like I said, it was long before I was doing this on my channel or anything like that. And I was always, to be honest with the way his English was, I thought he was a foreigner trying to do catfishing or trying to find some woman that would fall in love with him. Ziley thought it was funny. Yeah, Ziley would thought it was funny. The poop guy, hello. Zach is a compulsive liar and a creep. I love shitting on the guy, so do I.
Yep.
But whenever he's over at Roxy's, I would always ask, hey, you know, if he started hitting on a girl, are you okay with this? Because if you're not, you know, Zach knows.
Yeah, let them, let us know.
Yep.
For in your case, since you mod over there.
Yep.
Because you definitely handle it.
Yep. I put him in the corner and give him time to think about what he's doing.
Yep.
You know? He's,
Yeah,
you know,
the levels of stupidity that comes out of his mouth just never stops.
and it gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
The more you let him do it, the worse it gets. You know, Zach's a piece of shit, and he's always going to be a piece of shit. You know,
he has no want to change.
Right, he's a fucking liar and a scam artist, and he's a piece of shit. And he doesn't have to worry about it because there's enough people willing right now to ruin his reputation. He's not going to get any place with it. But who's he going to do? He's going to go over to Jamie and sit and suck his dick? No. I don't know why Roxy doesn't tolerate him anymore. Okay, that's the second issue with him. First time he's almost threatened me, then today. Oh. Yeah, Roxy does not want, as a matter of fact, the last time Roxy was live, I went over to put the reminder in to make sure that I was there on time. And Zach had already said, hello, everybody. And I'm like, hi, Zach. You know you're not supposed to be here till you pay your debts with us. And Roxy made a point. You know?
Yeah. No, she definitely did. She, told him, like, the only way you're coming back is if you, pay gamers or do the IRL that she wants.
Right.
Those are the only two options he has. And, we all know that Zach is incapable of living up to that.
Now, Lala lets him in her chat, but Roxy won't.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, Roxy made sure
Yeah.
that he was unmodded. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You're a cool guy. Like I said, Roxy had told him until he paid his debts, he wasn't welcome there. Because the thing is he's with losing that bet, he screwed over Roxy by not giving her the money.
Mm.
I'm going to make sure, because it happened on my channel, that Roxy gets paid because Roxy won. You know, so now
Yep.
he owes
She
me.
won all 3 polls.
Right. So now he owes me, as far as I'm concerned, because I paid for it. I paid what he owed her. And then he also fucked all of you because you guys were going to be the ones to get the IRL. And it wasn't even a bad one. It was a good one. Imagine Zach finally getting physical contact with an actual human being. And that's what he ran from. Now it's worse. Since we did that one, Butterball, if you ever want in that community again, you best strap on some purple ears and a purple tail.
Yep.
By the way, just to make sure he did it, I ordered a purple tail, a purple wig, and some ears. Goose is serious. He's going to do it. Crazy little fucker. He's like, if Caesar's doing it, I will.
I like that.
Mm.
Be a team effort.
Yeah, the fake hospitals really made him hate poop guy. The hospital source. Yeah, because anytime he wants sympathy, he'll sympathy bait. He's in the hospital. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. You know?
Yeah, hey. You know, his poor grandmother.
That you haven't heard of since?
Oh yeah. Like nothing. Not even a a reused excuse for, not even showing up, fucking some type of emergency. It's like he couldn't think of it again. He's like, "Wow, I can't think of nothing. I just gotta leave." Not even bringing her back up.
Yeah, Krypton.
Like
All I
when I
got.
asked him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna tell Krypton. All I've got to do is say hi to him, and he leaves. Like gone. For the rest of the night. As a matter of fact, I said hi to him, and Lala, he's sitting there watching, and Lala had to beg him to come back in the chat because I promised I wouldn't bother him. But I wrote Caesar, and I was like, Caesar, get your ass in here. I made the promise, you didn't.
Yeah. Because fucking just the way he welched out on that bet.
Yep.
Fucking
Okay.
disgusting.
Well, Cal Illuminati says he asked him about her 3 times, her status 3 times, and he ignored it. Yeah, because here's the thing: he lives in a single story apartment. If you listen to his story, he's talking about how he put his grandmother with dementia upstairs, and he was living downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
None of it made sense.
Nope.
Krypton, don't worry about
Didn't
looking
make
like the
any sense.
jackass because I had buff removing from just good. Yeah, because
I'm happy to hear that because it shows that he cares about his community after what happened. Somebody that
Right.
he was excessively harassing. No, that's fucking awesome. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, we had to do it for the same reasons. Other I don't know if it's necessarily harassment or like he was going as far as he was with the other young lady, but the young lady from our Discord, I would consider it harassment. If someone's walking around saying, "Hey, I'm with this person" and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's trying to run around bragging about it, like if it's real, and immediately, like you said, you heard that, and it was just like more red flags popped off than ever. Like no, this is bullshit.
If he had said someone
Yeah.
else, I might have bought it. To be honest, I would have been like, someone felt sorry for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've been more inclined to give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, when he was naming
What-
that one young lady, it's like,
Yeah,
No.
I was like, oh, there's a load of bullshit being spread right now.
yeah, fucking spread excessively.
Yeah, locale,
Like holy shit.
that's it, just flat out stalker creep behavior. It is. That's what he does. Yeah, he did it. If you know Raquel, Raquel is like, if she's going to cut, okay. We may have had a little hiccup, but I think we are back.
No, we're back. I see it now.
Yeah, but with Raquel, like I said, I got
Oh yeah,
laughed
you
at
immediately
because
asked her.
yeah, I went right to her. And I was like, is this? I didn't mean for Zach to be there when it happened because I didn't want anyone to feel uncomfortable, but I felt horrible that it was happening. Yep. We disconnected again.
Tried helping him out. Oh. Yeah, it's not back. Okay, now I see you. I see you now.
Oh, you see, so okay. Well, my stuff says it's not live.
Yeah.
Okay, now pop back up. Something's happening with the internet. It's not. The internet's fluctuating. You'd think when you pay as much for this shit, it would be consistent.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can fix some of this. Okay. That may help. I don't have it hooked up, but to Alexa, God, it would reset it all the time.
Using Alexa to reset it.
Yeah. I tell you what, folks, we will be back. I'm going to run. And it will also give me a minute to try to fix whatever's disconnecting everything. So we'll be right back in about 2 minutes.
The legend is here. Let's get this started. Hands up. Screams on. We're diving in. Click in. Door swings wide. All my people on the channel take the ride. Got the princesses laughing in the chat so loud. Angel in the corner, halo over the crowd. Asylum boys crack jokes, controllers in hand. One big wild crew, you already part of the band. Welcome to the asylum. You'll never watch the same. From the games to the talks, we light up your names. Welcome to the asylum. Come lose and find your mind. Hit that place, stay a while, leave the world behind. Welcome to the asylum. Late night stream, bright screen glow, rage win, soft loss, anything goes, level up moments, then a deep cut talk. 1 minute we're racing next, heart to heart, every bar on tap, every laugh on cue. Whatever you came here for, it's waiting for you. Welcome to the asylum. You'll never watch the same. From the games to the talks, we light up your names. Welcome to the asylum. Come lose and find your mind.
screen on.
Yeah, I'll turn your camera on. Let me see what we've got. Okay. I'm going to try to fix this so that both of us are on it. Give me just a second here. Caesar looks all weird. And it's going in and out anyway. Look at Lord.
So, okay. I wasn't on it.
Yeah, I don't know if
There
it's
I am.
YouTube. Yeah, we're just going back and forth on whether or not it wants to stay connected or not.
Oh no, I had a bit of a delay on my end. Because right now I see, you fixing my camera.
I'm trying to get it all fixed up. Hopefully, I've got it set to where everything should be working. Let's see, where am I at on here? Okay, I'm below you. So, whoop, there we go. And it's going to be one of those days. Because here's the strange thing. It's showing that the internet's stable, but YouTube's saying it's not. That's usually a problem. And I can't tell if we're still connected or not.
As far as I can see on my end, we're still live. Okay.
Oh,
I think we're back. I think we're back.
yeah, I froze. I think.
Yeah, I'm seeing a
Oh,
lag from
yeah.
my end. Yeah, I'm seeing a lag on my end.
Okay,
Let's see.
I think everything is back on and running. I think. So, hopefully it works. Hello,
Yeah, 'cause I
Devin.
can see
Yep.
you.
Devin just said hello.
Hey, Devin.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a day. Part of it, wherever we were playing it, they're like, we need your food order now. Like, I'm not really hungry. And they're like, you haven't ate today. We like your food order. I'll sub to your channel. That's great, Devin. Oh,
Awesome, Devin. Congratulations. Thanks, Princess Dana, for letting us know.
yes.
She's saying we're back.
Yeah. It's wonky time. It's midnight New York.
Mm-hmm.
So. Oh, and I'm not doing our viewers any favor with that close up like it is. Oh, I've been running all freaking day. Oh, she's going to try to get you back on her life. Cool. Very cool. I didn't know Lala was live. Lala sometimes she comes home and just turns things on though. I don't ever like get like notifications before she goes live. Yeah, I told you it was going to take about 3 hours. I was joking.
Nope, you weren't kidding. There's a lot that goes into that. And that's just the stuff that, like when Goose was talking about doing the soldering,
Mhm.
that doesn't include all of that. And that's probably maybe 2, 3 hours?
About 2. So it took us about 2. Because you have to calibrate the pots and stuff like that, and then make sure all the, you know, the you can't overload the wiring, especially on the switches, because the electric guitar doesn't have any power coming to it other than the amp.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be tricky. It's freaking electrical work, but I don't know. I hate running wires through those solid bodies like that. Stratocasters are so easy. You just pull the faceplate off, the pick guard. There's a back plate. You pull it off. Your wire goes straight through it. That's your grounding wire goes on the inlay of the bridge where the tremolo bar's at, and you're done. You can see everything. You can put it all together on the pick guard. You can wire it all on the pick guard outside of the guitar, all that kind of shit. Nothing has to go in it like it does on a solid body. And then all you got to do is take that one ground wire and run it through the body, screw on the faceplate, like I said, solder that in on where the tremolo bridge is at, so it has a ground.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I didn't talk about that we had to do with that guitar was we put electrical trapping tape, or not tape, paint in it. I was going to use brass tape inside of it, but if it didn't stick well, it would have made the electronics bad. We put that underneath the pickups. That way there's no electrical interference. Because then it leaves phase. And like some guitarists want it to leave phase, but they're playing weird shit normally. If you're not Eddie Van Halen, you don't want it out of phase. Because Eddie could master weird shit. The rest of us can't. I think Robsky said to me, she said something about it. She may have.
That's cool.
Yep. We're going to have a late visit from Roxy on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be here about 5:30 her time. Yeah.
Heard a little something about that.
Yep. She wants to make sure you have a good time.
Yeah, like how you made sure she had a good time at the arcade.
Yeah. I took care of her. Got her credits.
You did.
Let her have fun.
You did.
Yeah. Let her announce that she's a Night Fort champion in the middle of There's nothing to be sorry about, Devin. Let her announce she's a Night Fort champion in the middle of the arcade. Everybody's probably looking at her going, she doesn't know it's Fortnite. Crazy old lady.
Yep.
Probably what they were thinking, because like if you're over 20, you're old in an arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. I mentioned like Dave and Buster's, and I was like, man, I'd love to see you around. She's like, oh, we got one. Then she tells me, I'll do it if you or Caesar do it. And then when I say, okay, it's on, it's AI. No. Or I have dementia.
It's all AI.
Yeah, no. Nope. We are going to arrange something with the arcades. Because see, like my Dave and Buster and like anything like that's like 2 or 3 hours away from me. That's why I was asking if we're close to you.
Yes, same with me. Dave and Buster's, they're probably roughly maybe the same, depending on traffic. Good 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
But there's some local arcades that I can look into. Be able to You know,
as long as
check
you've
out,
got,
see how big they are.
as long as you've got an alternative, yeah.
Yeah, I got some options that I can work with.
I'm gonna tell folks one of my little secrets for the IRL that's coming up. I am going to set a goal, and I'm not big on goals. I don't like goals. I've always told Becky it's what ruined her streams. I want a goal to do this. I want a goal to this, and then it became a goal to come to work. If you want me to come tomorrow, I need $500. No one, that's all crazy bullshit. But I'm going to set a goal, and because Caesar's going to go out into a college town, college community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, if you've been around a college lately, there are some weird folks around there. So if we hit that goal, and it's not going to be high, I'm not going to say anything stupid. I'm not Becky Boop. Caesar here, I will pick a nice young lady, and we'll have him walk around for a little while because it's not just going to be anyone. We'll have him pick a nice young lady to ask if he could go and buy her a drink. And if he says yes, he's got to do it.
Hmm.
You can tell I'm not just so you all know.
He's gonna have his eyes on the background, see what
right. I'm
lovely
not
lady's gonna.
I'm not going to set him up with some starlet, okay? Unless it's Roseanne Barr.
Ooh,
I'll make it hurt.
Roseanne.
Yep, I'll make it hurt.
Yeah, you definitely will.
Yep.
Fuck. That's brutal.
Well, you didn't think you were going to get like Michelle Pfeiffer, did you?
I mean, I can. I could hope.
You can hope, but with me, here's the thing: at the front door of the asylum, it says "Abandon all hope here." So
Yeah, I should have read that sign better when I came in.
Yeah.
Holding on to hope in all the wrong places.
Yeah, it's like if Gamer's still in charge, you're fucked.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you fucked yourself whenever oh shit. Never. I can't even think of it. Whenever you said you do the IRLs, that's what it was. But you're like, I'll do the IRLs, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't, take into consideration what those could entail, but ooh, there's some good ones.
You forgot who you were dealing with, didn't you?
But that's what's going to make them so great.
You forgot. You forgot who you're dealing with, didn't you?
Yeah, I knew you're going to make some great ones. They're fun. Gets me out there, but ooh.
Yeah.
I know you like to throw your twists and turns on that shit, so it's just gonna be who you pick out of the background.
Yeah.
That you see. That I gotta buy a drink for, like, ooh.
And if she asks you to carry her, push her cart and carry your tent, you have to too.
Oh, I might have to get some coveralls and some gloves for this. Yep. Coveralls and gloves.
Well, what?
Be a dirty job. Having to move that shit around.
Do you want it to be where if you ask the lady if she wants a drink and she sits and she looks at you and says, "Well, that'll be an extra $100."
That's a tough one. Because I'll try to negotiate. Be like, what about like 2 pints and $50.
Here's the thing.
Meet in the middle.
So,
Negotiate. It's not Vegas. The broads in Vegas, so you can't negotiate. It's
so,
firm.
so here's the thing. If you were sitting in my seat and I was sitting in yours, you would do the same thing to me, and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is all fair game.
It is. Doesn't mean I won't complain.
Yeah. That's why Caesar wants his own show with his own co-host, so he could send them out and be like, guess what? I did this shit. Now you get to.
Well, I would only be so lucky if I was able to have a co-host that I'd be able to send out. Holy shit!
I was working on it
Look
because
out, world, if that ever happens.
that's what Zach was
scary.
being worked on for. We disconnected, and then it says we're back.
Yep.
Oh, just
Yeah.
gonna keep doing it.
But no, it's like just getting him getting the stuff. It's like, come on, dude, you throwing all this money down in other
Yeah.
places, but you can't even buy a simple tripod.
That
Or hell, like when I started out, I had one of these for fucking like an iPad.
Mhm.
That you couldn't even get those Zacky poo. It's like, holy shit.
And
That's
I paid
what's
for, and the thing was, is if he had done it and we'd gotten everything done, right? Because your problems he may not have had. I didn't take anything from any of that stuff. So you at least made enough to get back what you put in on the tripod, because I was like, you put money on this, so
Exactly.
you should get covered up. You should get covered. Once again, I'm not
Exactly.
Becky.
And
I know IRLs cost
he
money.
could have, and I don't know, like it's like Zach wasn't willing to, put faith in it, like showing, like maybe I should this or that, do a little bit, be honest, like hey, I can't, because I mean, hell, I would have helped the guy out. Oh, you need $30 to get a tripod, like here, go to Walmart.
Yep.
Like what you told me to go.
Yep. Well, and here's the thing. I tried telling Zach, I was like, you're always going to be a locale because of what you've done, right? But you can be a lovable locale where people like you. But it's not the way to make yourself lovable.
Especially things he was doing insane.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute he's he has a woman, he has a girlfriend in his life, but then in the same breath, he's wanting to hit on any woman he can see in the chat.
Yep.
That they shouldn't feel ashamed that they put their picture up and then having Zach hit on them. But that's what he does. He fucking looks at everybody who's chatting. Profile picture, boom, he's fucking locked onto him.
Yep.
It's sad. It's like, holy shit. Like try being nice first. Don't just go after them, fucking thinking they're just gonna want to be with you in 5 minutes or less. Like it's not fucking Domino's.
Well, see, the thing is like with Princess Lillian. She asked him an honest question. She's like, how do you know I'm beautiful? How do you know I'm pretty? Because at the time, Lillian had a cartoon avatar.
Yeah, that's right.
Lillian is pretty. So is Paige, and so is Raquel. And he never knew it. Especially for the way he acted. That was what was so odd about it. I was just waiting for him to hit on someone he wouldn't go for. That he wouldn't give a chance to be the one to, like, oh yeah, I'm up for that. That would have been funny. Because no one would have let him hurt them. I think they would have been like, no, you've done this too much. Now you've got what you've asked for. Time for you to learn, you know what I mean? It's not about, oh, she's so pretty. You're beautiful. It's time to learn that, beauty's a little bit more than what you see in a profile picture.
Yep. There's a lot more to it. It takes getting to know her,
Yeah, and if there are any
having
YouTube
conversations.
if there are any YouTube gods out there, that's exactly what's going to happen to Zach. If there's any karma whatsoever, Zach is going to have someone say, yeah, I'm interested in talking to you. And it's going to be someone that Zach's not going to be attracted to. And he's going to learn that there's more to be attracted to than the profile picture and the instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she's as clingy as he is. And then he sees how weird that shit can be. He takes 5 minutes to do I love you, do you love me? And she takes 3. That would be perfect.
You would have met his match then.
Right.
I wonder if he'd be able to handle it.
Right. He said hi to her, in the chat, and she's like, oh, well, that definitely meant that she loves me and she's working on a relationship with me. I would pay money to see that. Keemstar, you want me back over there throwing reds? Get your boy Zach. Have Lacey do it. No, because he would love Lacey.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, Lacey would be up
that'd be
for
like,
it.
giving a country boy, giving him a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Like
I just picked Lacey because Lacey would be like, oh, because it's funny, I'll do it. I'm not saying anything bad about Lacey. There's nothing bad to say about Lacey.
Oh no, exactly. I'm just saying, it's like, she's like a Ferrari.
Have
That's
Xylee
just like
do it.
that country bumpkin.
Have Xylee do it.
Yeah.
Because no one
That's
wants
more
Xylee.
level.
No one wants Xylee.
Mm-hmm.
Get her someone other than a cat.
A few cats. Maybe
Yeah.
a dirty dozen of them.
Yeah. Have Amberlynn Reed do it. No, she's kind of pretty in the face, so. Yeah. His own private version of Baby Reindeer. Yeah. But yeah.
Love it.
Because I know Amberlynn, I don't know much about her personally. I never followed like Gore World or anything like that. She's pretty enough in the face, though, that she would,
Maybe Zach would like feeding her. Might be his new favorite pastime.
Oh, I've got so many jokes for that. Don't.
Okay, maybe I should close the door on that one.
Fuck it. He's too late. That would mean he'd have to share. That's a no-go.
Oh shit! We here have to share.
Yep. No-go.
Yeah, that guy can barely share vocabulary with himself. Like holy shit! Fucking half the shit's like makes you wonder: is this motherfucker AI like what you says? He a scammer? Just has like a poorly fucking crafted script.
Yeah.
That he just.
That's really what I thought. I thought he was from overseas and he was trying to get women out of their money because it was, I'm a firefighter, I'm a doctor, I'm, I've got private jets, I go to Jamaica, I do this, I do that. It really felt wrong, and I took it to Roxy. And she's like, well, I trust you to watch him, and I was like, well, I'm, because I think this, I'm going to give him shit. I want to make his life hard here, and I did. I'd leave him alone until he started with the girls. Well, I didn't,
I wonder, I
Paige
wonder
is
if there's
in.
any backstory to why he would say, he went to Jamaica. That's such a place that's specific.
Oh, he was going to buy like Louis Vuitton bags for Roxy and Lala and all and stuff like that. But like, okay, Paige is in a committed relationship that I think's kind of long term.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want anything to do with it. I think Lillian was willing to toy around with him because she's got a troll's heart. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like she likes to have fun. She'll troll.
Mm-hmm.
Raquel was she was far too innocent for it. She turned him down, and
Yeah.
I think he accepted it. He even gave Lady 7-Up a hard time. Of course, she didn't put up with
Oh,
his
yeah.
bullshit. She called him
Oh,
out.
no, she didn't. No. Yep. Even after the fact, when he tried to be nice, he still called him out.
Yeah. Oh, I love her to death. She just Lady 7-Up is Lady 7-Up. You are going to get Lady 7-Up because she ain't going to be nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
She is a wonderful woman. She with a great personality too. Here's the thing. I don't know if like it's odd because they're for some reason in like the Discords. It's just like some people just don't really get to know other folks, and that's fine. But Lady 7-Up was always really open to talk, and I sat and talked. We had like a 2 or 3 hour discussion, and it was great. As like I found out like she played Grand Theft Auto and shit like that, and I was like, and she had a YouTube channel. I was like, dang, she's good at it too. Because she's in the Discord. She's like, one time she's like, I'm bored. I'm gonna go kill things. I'm like, wow. And then I went and watched. She was on Grand Theft Auto. Just boop, 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 boop. I think she was running over people at the time, pedestrians.
Nice.
She was not making women driver jokes any less valid.
Oh.
Well, I think we're back on. But yeah, Lady 7-Up's in our Discord. If you ever see her in there, hit her up and talk to her. She is like great. She will steal your heart. She will win you over quick.
Yeah, I definitely got to do that.
So don't go for that. Well, she's a little bit older stuff because she's got a young heart. She is a wonderful person, and she's got a heart of gold too. That's cool, Devin.
Yes, that's good. 500 views, awesome. You're doing it.
So, well, we're at 3 hours and 40 minutes. It's almost midnight here.
And time even flies when you're building, fixing guitars.
No, it doesn't. Not for me.
Ready to call it a night, bro?
Yeah. But like I said, that room was hot. I'm sitting there, like, oh, let's just get this done. But I wanted it done right because if we are able to find a way to do a giveaway with it, I want it to be perfect. I don't want it. I don't want to give one of our viewers a slouchy freaking guitar. They should have something they can be proud of. So, yep. So
they're gonna like it.
I hope so. So, you got any words before we shut down for the night?
Well, I'd just like to thank the audience for joining us tonight. To watch you. Give a breakdown of what it takes to improve a guitar. One of the basics that you can get, like your bare minimum. You really show the audience, hey, you can start out with something like that, make it better. This is what you got to do. And learning, like, hey, if you're in the Discord, when you join the raffle, you get 2.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be a raffle, but I want to put it in some way where there's got to be a way where if they're in the Discord, they get like two tickets or something like that with an automated pool, because I'd have it done automated. We're still checking to see if I can do it through YouTube and the legalities of it.
Nice. Hmm.
So,
But yeah, no, that shit was fun. Thanks for allowing us to be able to watch that.
I am happy to do it.
And
That's one of my passions. I imagine Goose gave such great descriptions of what's going on because he'll play dumb so that he doesn't get asked to do this stuff. I know what he does.
I think if you watch the playback, you might be happy with his performance. He was describing things.
No, but he played dumb. I know he played dumb because I could hear him. One of the phones, the sound was coming through on it, through like from your Discord and from your end where you could hear him, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God, he's playing stupid, so he doesn't get asked to do this." I know what he's thinking. He's sitting there all going, "Oh shit, I'm gonna have a 3 or 4 hour stream of doing this myself." Guess what, Goose? Since you played dumb, next one's yours. Watch, he'll get something like a Telecaster or Stratocaster, easy shit to put together. Yeah.
No, that was fun. I enjoyed it. Learned a little something about guitars. Some of the work that goes in behind it, things you got to do to, make them sound better than when you got them.
Oh, you know what?
Thank you for that. And
I forgot before we go, I forgot to tell everybody its name. It got its name earlier.
Oh.
It was officially deemed Stars, Stripes, and Sins.
Ooh. Stars, Stripes, and Sins. I like that. That's fitting. That's fitting for that guitar. I can't wait to hear it. The before and after. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, you got to join the Discord to hear that.
Yeah.
But
you get to hear my shitty guitar playing.
Oh, it's gonna sound epic. Yeah, with that, ladies and gentlemen, to close it out, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, so you always, stay up to date when we go live. But yeah, I'll see you when I look at you.
Okay. Tomorrow we have a Portal 2 stream in the afternoon. Goose and I are going to play some more of Split Fiction. And then we're going to just talk about the reality of Jamie and why he was actually kicked out of the asylum. I'm done with his little bullshit talk and his little slanderous accusations against people that are here. So I'm just going to let what he did to things like Trucker, what he tried to do to Jen, what he did do to Dan, and stuff like that, his mentality of how things work. I'm just going to let it come out. He kept asking for it. I gave him the opportunity. I told him don't mention anyone that is a viewer of my channel or my Discord. And I meant it. He's going to find out how much I meant it. So that's all coming up tomorrow. And then Wednesday, this one I know has a set time. It's going to be 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. We are going to send our good buddy out Caesar, and we will probably talk about that more tomorrow. Unfortunately, with IRLs, we got to keep them kind of close to the chest because we got people to watch and like to try to do it before us. So, that being said, everybody take care of yourself and each other and rock on. That just seems to fit for today.
Red light. Backstage, dust on his boots. Heaven cracks his knuckles, lifts that battle-scarred brute.